Good afternoon, good evening. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody at the YouTube land. Moz coming to you with another episode of Moz's Toy Box. I've noticed my connection's a little wonky at the moment. I do apologize. I may have to troubleshoot it. If not, it looks like it's getting a little better now. Awesome, there it is. And with us today we have Harry. So let's bring on Harry in. What's going on, Harry? How you doing?
How's it
sir?
going? How's it going? A little bit of a different setup today. I'm streaming from my laptop. My computer is going through a huge makeover, so a little wonky at the moment as well. So I apologize. But welcome, everybody. Welcome.
Yes, we are here. We are here.
Yes, we are.
I had great news today, man. Well, it started out
Well,
like horrible. It was like a nightmare. I was like, no. So I've been trying to print this. Harry was really nice to sculpt this for me.
yep, sculpted
And
that in
I had a
a
whole bunch of
ZBrush.
problems with it. Not due to anything that Harry did. It was actually a really good sculpt. It just me and my printing was dumb. So after the third attempt, I finally got this. This is drying. It's not cured yet.
Nice,
It'll be
nice,
for a
nice.
Spider-Man shot that I want to do. And then a little tangent, today I go out and I have to do some chores. I got noticed that my transport trooper was in at my local shop, so I was like, I'm gonna pick him up. But first, I got to go to the butcher and get some food for the house. Well, since I hadn't heard from my shop yet for the transport trooper, and over by the butcher is my GameStop, I've been trying to get my GameStop app to set it up so that I'll get notified when we have a promo for PS5s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not getting any notification. I re-upped my GameStop Power Up reward thing a few weeks ago. All I got was a welcome email, and that was all I've gotten from them for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, that's not typical. I would expect spam at least, right? So I was going to stop in GameStop and have them fix my app because the guy seemed to know what he was talking about, how to set up the notification on that, because I thought I set it up, but I wasn't getting notified of anything. And when I got in there, come to find out they had PS5s on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
I was livid. I was like, you mean to tell me I spent $15 on this Power Up thing and
Yeah, and they
it
didn't
failed
even...
me, and now I got to wait maybe a month before I hear from it again if it works?
Ridiculous.
And he's like, yada, yada, yada.
Unacceptable.
But he's looking through my app, and while he's looking at that, I was like, man, is there anybody else, like any other GameStops local, to have one? And sure enough, down the street, 30 minutes away, was this bad
Very
boy.
nice. Very
So
nice.
I hauled my butt over there, and it was the longest 30-minute drive I've ever been on, man. I was like, man, don't let some idiot go over there and buy it, because
Yeah, it seems like everything is going down in prices when it comes to like a lot of tech. I recently scored this thing from my computer, which I can't believe I have. Honestly, this is the RTX 30.
Ooh, that's what the big upgrade was, huh?
Yeah, this is the big upgrade. I went from a 1080 to a 3090, so I cannot wait to get this thing.
Now, did you have to upgrade anything else, or just the video card?
Actually, yeah, it's basically the whole computer. I upgraded the motherboard. This is my new motherboard right here. I just got as well. Just a very generic whatever, but it supports Ryzen 7. So that's also another upgrade that I just got. So I just cannot wait to get this thing started.
I'm an Intel guy. Every time I try to do AMD, I have problems. So
yeah, this is my first time going AMD. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've been Intel my whole life, but yeah, we'll see.
But this is not what we're here for. We're here for toy photography talk, guys. And I'm just stoked that I got the PS5 finally. I got my God of War Jotner edition locked down. So the Uber special edition that doesn't come with a disc.
Great game. Great game.
It's not out yet. How would you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a great game.
I picked up the collector's edition of Forbidden West Horizon Zero Dawn because I know we like the first one.
I heard it was good. Yeah, I heard it was really, really good. I haven't finished the first one.
I got the statue thing right there.
I was gonna say Modu case looking really good. Really, really good.
Yes, it's the new Modu cases.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh,
God, I need that. I need that.
Yeah. And once you get the first one down, it's pretty easy, and then you get to the next version. So the D60, the DS60, you get the first one down, you're like, okay, I got it. And I only had 2 other ones, and I'm like, cool. Then I get to the 120s, and I'm like, wait a minute, you've added things. It's no longer easy. Got to read the instructions again.
Oh, gosh, that's how it be.
But yeah, I got the module cases, so all my Hot Toys are in there right now, and I already
Nice.
need more. I'm full.
Yeah.
But
Space. That's how it
actually,
goes.
Harry. So Harry, like I said, designed this. Oh, I need to.
Well, I didn't design
Well,
it per
you,
se.
you drew it in Blender,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Or you,
actually ZBrush is
or
my main
sorry,
tool.
ZBrush.
Yeah.
And it's still tacky because I haven't cured it.
Yeah, it's a little sticky.
This is a diorama piece for my Spider-Man. I was going to do a shot with this, so that's basically, it doesn't look too small there. I don't know.
Yeah, it could work depending on maybe the angle.
Let's
that
see how
you
long
take.
the body ends up being.
Yeah, that's true. You need to put the body on there
But
too.
the body's another 6 inches, so it's like 12
Yeah.
inches total. But half of this length is this.
Yeah.
Peg here, so.
I hope it fits though, because it should be a really, really tight fit with the body.
Don't say that. Ninja Squirrel.
I mean, you can probably sand it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Ninja
Oh,
Squirrel, thank you.
By the way, let me say hi to Noble Young too while he's here. You know, he's one of the
Yeah,
first
let's say hi to
people
everybody.
here, of course. I should say hi, but yeah. So we printed this out, and my shot that I want to do is I want to have Miles, you know, tagging it or whatever, or just chilling out. I don't know. I'll put maybe the red and blue classic suit as Peter B. Parker, you know, sitting up there reading the paper. Who knows? But
That's
it all
cool.
depends on how this scales in the end.
Yeah, it does.
We're not
look
putting a
like
figure on
might
it
be
now
a
while
little
it's still
too
tacky.
small. Yeah.
But so
But yeah,
we're
I'm glad
3D printing.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm?
glad the model turned out okay in the end, and it
Oh, it
printed
looks
okay.
gorgeous, man. I just hope it's. I may have to resize it,
Hmm.
but and maybe even if I can figure it out, take a little bit off of there and resize
Yeah.
it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's what we're doing right there. We're just setting that there to let it dry and keep it in the
Yeah.
camera a little bit so you guys see it.
Yeah, I really want to get that thing going. I'm waiting for my printer to arrive, and I really want to make more dioramas and possibly head sculpts and whatnot. Should be pretty cool if I get that to work.
What's up, OG fan?
Hey,
What's going
OG
on, man?
fan. How's it going? That's a lot of wows.
Yeah, he's pretty excited about
Wow.
something. I don't know what, but he's wowing about it. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's the
Maybe.
PS5, or
It's everything.
you know what I went to pick up today from the toy store.
Is that the transport trooper? Oh god.
Transport Trooper, which you know,
Nice.
UPS decided a nice, and they felt that I didn't need a nice box, so this is gonna be fun. You know, they only ordered
Hopefully
the one
it's
for
a
me,
shipper.
so this one just got squished. I haven't done the Rancor ornaments yet, OG fan. I need to buy more resin. I'm all out of resin right now. But that's another thing, is to try to find good 3D models of the Rancor face for the Boba Fett throne.
Yeah. Or, if it comes down to it, I might be able to help out with that again.
If Harry's up for it, I can always, maybe tap that, but I don't want to abuse you, Harry. I don't.
I do want to kind of just brush up on my old sculpting skill. It's been a while, and I don't really do too much. So good practice,
Fair enough. We should do a class on it, man. That's what you should.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind at all.
This would be one of the things on our channel. We do a class on what not Blender. What is it? Blender?
ZBrush.
ZBrush.
Blender, yeah, Blender is okay. They do have a sculpting tool.
Blender is free.
Yeah, and it's free, so it's pretty awesome. But there's a free version of ZBrush that you can get. It doesn't have all the the best features, but you can still just sculpt. I'm pretty sure you can make that. It's just a free version as well.
Yeah. How much do I need for more resin? I think a bottle of resin is like, let me see. I think it's like $40.
$40, yeah.
I buy the. Hold on. Let me. My orders. Buy again. Yeah, there you go. Ceratech Fast ABS is what I buy. It's $36.99, and that's for 1 kg of gray, whatever kg is, kilogram. It's a pretty good bottle, but I think it fills up a vat twice. Right now, though, I'm mixing my Flexi with my, because I'm trying to make my resin last longer. I have a bottle of Flexi stuff, the not very sturdy. It's more malleable. It can get kind of rubbery. So I still have like some Fast mixing with the flexi, and that's what I printed this with. But I think the next part is going to have even more flexi because I had to add to it. The vat was halfway done, and all I had to add was flexi. So we'll see how jello like that turns out.
It might be good for head sculpts though, because generally they're kind of squishy-ish. So.
Yeah, that's why I bought the flexi. I just never got around to doing it. Is so you can print out something that needs to be more malleable, so it's not so brittle.
Yeah.
But that Ceratech stuff is actually pretty decent. It's not. I mean, it's a brittle resin in the when you come to this to the end of it or whatever, but it's not as brittle as like some of the other brands. It's like it's actually got a little bit of malleable stuff to it.
Yeah.
What is OG fan? You need to post your PayPal like Geeking Out so I can send money without YouTube text. Oh,
as in like super chat, or
I can give you my email address. I guess that the PayPal is tied to. If you're really interested, I'll type it in here. I guess I'm not going to say no to that OG fan because I'm poor and I'm going to take full advantage. This was not my purchase. This was the credit card. So
that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of my stuff as well.
That's going to be paid off. Commander Green finishing up dinner, and he's going to be here.
Commander Green.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know you can like whatever just via email address. So there's the email address my PayPal's tied to. So, but that's not why we're here. Again, it's appreciated, but it's not why we're here. But let's see. So let's get to photography. Link, what?
Let's do it.
OG fan, buddy. I'll have to get the link in a little bit, man. I'm not gonna. I do appreciate it. I just don't want to take up the whole show worrying about money. I was noticing that, man. I was another tangent, but on top of kind of what I was watching another stream. Another one of those. I won't get into too much detail on what kind of stream it was. Oh, what's up, 808? How you doing? But it was one of those streams where you're seeing helpful stuff or whatever, but they seem to just ignore the entire chat unless you were either a member or you did a super chat. And I really never want to be that way, man. I don't care.
That's the whole point, though.
If I got to sit there and spend an hour just going back saying hi, 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 hi. I don't want to be. I don't want to be that focused.
It's for it to be, interactive. You got to interact with your viewers. Otherwise, what's the point?
But he had one guy, hitting him up, trying to ask him the whole time. He's like, hey man, can you answer this question? And the guy didn't. So, I hit him up. I messaged him. I was like, see what I can do. So anyway, dude, did you take any shots this week?
Me?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
I
took a few, but a little bit busy at the moment, so not a whole lot of shots this month for me, unfortunately.
All right, let's see what you got going on, man. Let's share this.
I do have a few shots recently that I'm kind of happy with. So
that's right, you did that Spider-Man.
Yeah. A lot of Spider-Man.
This one I didn't see yet because I was out buying this PS5 then.
Yeah, excuses.
Ooh. Oh wait, I see Dockinator. I'm coming right back to you, 808. Evening, gents. What's up, Dockinator?
How's it going, Dockinator? Hope you're doing well as well.
Yes. We're doing pretty peachy keen right now. I got the PS5 finally, and now and that's another thing. The PS5 is when you go to set it up, you can copy over your PS4 stuff to the PS5, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, you can't turn anything off while it's doing that. And my PS4, since I only had one Ethernet connection over where I was plugging in the PS5, I brought over here and used the Ethernet cable over here that my laptop was using. So my PS4 is right now on the floor on the other side of my desk, just like on, and I had to steal an Ethernet cable from this other computer just to be connected. So it's been fun, and it says 6 hours to transfer that data.
My God,
PS5.
That's kind of ridiculous.
But it's also downloading Horizon Forbidden West at the same time. I don't know if
that might have something to do with it, maybe.
So 808 says, just got me a Canon EOS 2000. I'm not sure the EOS 2000D.
Yeah, but no, I'm not familiar with that one. But I mean, it sounds like a DSLR, and that's always a good thing.
Is the EOS,
Assuming.
because mine's an EOS M50. Is that a
Mhm.
DSLR? I mean, I thought the EOS might have been a mirrorless model.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not really familiar too much with Canon at the moment.
It sounds expensive though, so good.
Yeah,
Just hope
that's the
that's not why
thing.
you bought it. Don't buy it
Yeah,
just because it sounds expensive. Because
yeah, and
to be
yeah, I just
honest, my
assumed.
$500 camera, it's what I shoot with, and
Mhm.
I like what it comes out of my stuff.
Yeah, I just assumed that it's an upgrade from whatever you already had,
Yeah.
so it has to be a good thing.
If you're rocking a phone, it's definitely an upgrade because now, oh, it's
Yes.
DSLR. Okay, rock on, rock on.
Yep. There you
What kind
go.
of lenses you get with that 808? You know, like a nifty 50 would probably be
50
pretty good
mil.
for a
Yeah,
DSLR.
that should be good.
So if you get the EF 50 millimeter, that'd be really good for hot toy size
Yep.
photography. If you do anything like 1/12 scale, then you probably want to look into around a 90-ish to 100
Yeah.
millimeter. That's what you want for the smaller stuff.
Mhm.
Because really, with the the longer lenses, you're going to get that cropped in, and you don't want that really wide, like type shot like a 50 millimeter. And I say a 50, even though I shoot with a 32 because I got a crop sensor, so I'm probably
Yeah.
shooting around 50,
That's
and I get a nice
same.
wide, shot,
Mhm.
and that's not what you want when you're doing that small stuff. It makes everything look too small. So you definitely want to be in close. So, what did you shoot? What kind of lens do you use here? This is probably about 100,
It's
right?
it's 50. So well, it's 25 millimeter, but I have a crop sensor also, so probably around 50.
Okay,
Yeah.
50. Oh well, yeah, you are pretty open there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And was he moving his hand when you took the shot? Didn't you ask him to stay still?
No. Yeah, he's yeah. No, he was fully articulated. He was doing all kinds of moves. Yeah. My toy just kind of likes to do that sometimes.
Rock on, rock on.
Yeah, 18 to 55. That should do the trick, I think.
OG fan, yes, that is my email address, sir. That's the one that if you do that, if you look for it in PayPal, that will come up with me. Wow, I feel really awkward even explaining, just like, hey, yeah, hand me that. I just
Give me the money.
I appreciate it though. I really do, man.
Give me money. Money now.
And it will be used for resin and not for more hot toys.
Oh yeah. Good.
Let's see. Calvin Williams, what's going on, man?
What's up, Calvin?
Much love on your Miles work. Still buzzing. Can't wait to get him in hand. Dude.
Awesome.
We'll get into him, man. We'll get into him because I got some BTS that I did for all that, and
Cool.
One of them was a lot heavy, a lot heavier in composite stuff. So we can break that down a little bit.
Awesome.
But we're talking about hairy stuff right now.
Yeah, just some lame photography from Harry here.
It looks like he's like at a school photography session for the yearbook, with that background. It might actually be a weathered background, but it kind of looks like that
kind of does look
gray,
like that.
kind of cloudy background they use sometimes, the professional photographers use.
Yeah, that was supposed to be trees, but it's a little too blurred out. So, and then when I blur that even more, it just kind of looks like a blob of nothing.
But it looks like he just interrupted the photographer at the school's thing. He's like, wait a minute, I'm in the costume. No, you can't see me. Let me take my mask off.
Yeah. So in this shot, he's actually talking to Tony Stark. He's like, "Hey, Tony, you don't have to be here. Yeah, I got it." And then he's like, "Oh, I'm actually not here." And
you're doing that whole scene there. If
you go to the next shot, it's a shot of the Mark 47. There we go.
This is nice. I love your work here on the effects and everything too. It's very subtle. Like not. I'm a little heavy-handed still with the glares, I feel, but you nail it every time.
I don't want it to be too much. It always has to be subtle. When you have like all kinds of effects in there, that's too much. Yeah, it kind of takes away from the shot, from the subject. So just a little bit never hurts.
And you do all your light painting, so you move the light several different places and compile your images. I'm just kind of updating some of the newer people. That's how you get your shots.
Yep. I would take my light, usually point that at this and kind of just move it around and kind of bounce.
So you're using a bounce card as your actual light.
A bounce card, usually, unless I want something really harsh, like a rim light or something, that I won't. But from like front on, usually bounce card. That's how you get that really soft, light.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's see. And then of course this was before this, so these are you actually posted in the wrong order, but that's
this is also basically this was a concept art by a really talented artist. He works for Marvel, and I wanted to recreate that scene of him, helping out Spider-Man there, but from like a different angle than from the movie. So it's like a little bit of my own twist. Yeah,
Well, and
but
I'm
it's
trying to
still the
think how
same
the
idea.
movie had it, so the angle's different. Now I'm trying to remember
So
how the
so in the movie, he actually had him like with both of his arms, and it's more like from the front view, not from the side. So this is more inspired by the concept art. Yeah, from
Okay.
Ryan. Yeah.
This is a great shot, though. Great, I love it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this
The
turned
only
out a
thing I
lot better
probably
than
would
I
have done, I
expected.
don't know if it's in the shot list way, but his feet, I would have tilted his feet a little bit more down, or like back. Just his
Yeah,
toes. I mean, just his toes.
yeah. I had that initially, but then I was like, but then the flaps on the back kind of pop up, and I don't like the way that looks too much.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
It just looks a little stiff like this. I
Yeah,
don't know if
the
that's how he flies. Though I
posing.
don't pay that much
Yeah,
attention to him.
yeah.
So.
I'm still not the best at posing, so I do need to work on
Dude, what are you
that.
talking about?
Yeah, it's just lighting. I'm more.
Hey, look at this
okay.
pose. This is uber awesome.
I mean, I just
With a
straight up
bunch of
copy that.
Cheerios.
So yeah, when you go to the right, you'll see the concept art for that. It's by the same artist. Yeah, so I just straight up
Yeah.
copy that anyway.
I think the concept art wins, though. I love the coloring motor.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Ryan Minerding,
Yeah.
awesome artist.
Well, I mean, this is sketch, so he's gonna have full control over the light
That's true.
wherever he wants to put it. He's not gonna have to worry about spillage or anything like that. You have to worry about spillage. Like
and then the posing.
for example,
too.
he got the Commander Green. What's up?
Commander
Hey,
Green.
what's going on?
There he is with the transport trooper as well.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
still in the box right
Yeah.
here next to the PS5
Awesome.
that I've now
Oh, wait,
installed.
hold. Whoa. My audio is being like weird all over the place.
Oh, I hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
And all right. Well, you're working on that here. So with this, like in the concept one, I love how he's able to get like these harsher whites where you can definitely see that, and the shadows
try to
much
do
more
that,
exaggerated. Whereas here you still
a
get your
lot
shadow,
softer.
but it doesn't hit that hard with the whites and stuff. So
probably should have went a little harder on that. But
it's harder to do, man. You gotta paint it in there and try to get it, but that probably would have sold it more like this shot, the concept.
Yeah.
I mean, your shot's great though.
Thank you. Yeah, I honestly just love this Spider-Man figure. Like I bought the head sculpt for the upgraded suit, popped that on, and honestly, like it's freaking perfect right now. I love it.
All right, OG fan, I'll get on it, man. I'll get on it.
Oh, okay.
I'll get on it. Wait. This is what I meant to click on. I'll get on it.
What is happening?
And Commander Green, be right back. He's playing with his audio, so I'm watching him. As far as unboxing it live, maybe we'll have to wait till Green gets in here when they can kind of take up more slack and I don't have to pay as much attention. Right now, I got to pay attention, or we're going to drive right off the road because I can't trust Harry all by himself, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't rely on me.
It's great stuff, though. Let's see. Ahsoka, we didn't go over this one, man. Dude, you nailed this. You're making me feel a little inferior with my Ahsoka because you get some nice, good, solid colors, and I feel like I kind of got washed out in my shot. But
yeah, then again, I do have a cinema camera, so that might have something to do with it.
I don't think it does. I think it just how to use that software better.
Yeah,
like for example, every time I go to do like the lightsaber effects and stuff, for some reason I lose color when I bring my picture in there.
Really?
I know there's a way somewhere to set up like the bit depth for the color.
It could be the
but I don't see that option on my version of After Effects. I don't know what's up with that.
That's weird.
808, yes I did, sir. Yes I did. Or I think it's sir. I don't know. But this is gorgeous. I love this, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is the shot of her right after she jumped off of the ship. I think she was in there with Rex, and then she's like, "Hey, I'll race to the surface," and then she jumps down.
When they raced him down in season 7.
Yeah, season 7. Yep.
Great shot.
Thank you.
Right. I'm gonna move over to my Ahsoka now, just because we're talking about that.
For sure. Yeah, I saw that early today.
But see how she's kind of washed way out, like
Yeah,
I mean,
that is
the light's
that is
right here in
fairly
the front,
bright.
so I mean, I don't know. It's rough, but I wanted to be able to bring some of those blues back.
Yeah, it is a little bit too bright there.
Well, she's got the two lightsabers. You know, she's doing the "I am
Yeah,
no
right in
Jedi"
front of her.
thing.
Yeah, so it should be
So,
bright, but
and I
it does
had to
look a
do
bit.
this way instead of the line
Uh-huh.
because even though when I shot it, it looked like they were lined up right. You know, the two
Mm.
hands, they weren't. So when I went to draw the lightsaber in, I was like, "Ew, this is just not working at all." She's either burning
Mm.
her hand off, or you know, we're not doing this. So I was like, let's just make it the spark, you know, that
Yeah,
the actual ignition spark light
Mhm.
up bit, and that's the way I could. Because if you look, the her camera right hand is a little lower than the camera left hand.
Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
So, the only way I could fudge it, I felt, was to kind of just blare like that,
Mhm.
and then I hoped that the lighting on her face would you know, basically say that's what happens. You know, get that light right, because that light's hard to get. That blaring light on her face, especially as an orange face, and you're trying to get a blue light. This is
Yeah.
supposed to be a blue light. It came off as, I don't even know what color that is.
Yeah, it looks pretty white.
Yeah, it's almost white, but and I even lost the blue around here with Saber. It was crazy.
A little bit,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, it was
She
nuts.
does have white saber at some point, so
Yeah, and in that scene where she's I'm no Jedi, it is the white saber. So,
that's true. Yeah.
But this is a season 7 outfit, whereas that was in Rebels. So, but the way I did this, I'm gonna put the BTS later on. The plan is this evening, but if I'm playing with this Xbox or this Xbox, this PlayStation. If I'm playing with this PlayStation after I get off the stream, I don't know if I'll finish it because I do want to incorporate a couple of things I don't normally incorporate in my BTS. But there's Commander Green.
Oh,
you got your working, buddy?
Yeah, I think
Are we getting echo?
There we go.
No,
There we
No,
go.
no, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Never mind. Cool. Yeah, you sound good.
808. Yeah, man, we can get you a link. I really need to work on the affiliate link stuff, man. I don't know what I'm doing, so I can put those up there. At least get paid when you want to do that. Any little bit helps me buy Hot Toys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get you the links, man. I buy most of mine. Like, I could see, this is the annoying thing too, is you can do the affiliated links, you know, through the company. But honestly, when I buy them from Amazon because it's all like one-stop shop kind of thing, you know, and they're the same price, and I don't have to worry about Bob shipping it, where Amazon just gets that thing out to me, you know. So I don't know, but yeah, this is a great figure though. I was even though I put the Shinizu grease on her arms, I was still very worried about her arms though. That's a weird material. It's not like Fison's material at all. It's very it's very like sketchy to even touch. It's crazy. But yeah, there's that. And like I said, I got the BTS coming. Should be up tonight around 11 o'clock tonight. I found that being my sweet spot for reels. That's when Instagram seems to like to tell people about my reels because, you know, they do pretty well around then. So
Instagram.
We'll
what
see.
Are you doing Instagram.
That will be another stream that Nomad and I do. Later on, we're gonna go over like how to circumvent Instagram's BS and all that kind of stuff. Because I'm finally catching it. You know, like every time I get the reel posted at the right time, I get about 10 more followers.
Okay.
If I can get that reel posted at the right time, and you know, 10K or more views on my reel, you know, so I'm hitting that, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I need to get started on reels. I just don't even know what to do. It's like,
yeah, InShot was a good investment though. If you, but you probably can edit better than I can.
Yeah, I'll probably edit in Resolve or something.
Yeah. H Green, man, what's new with you, buddy?
Not much. Oh, and I'm gonna drop a link in the chat, and it was some of the Amazon panel lights that I picked up, the RGB lights that were only like $40 a piece.
Those are cheaper than what I'm using, by the way, 808. So if you want to do that, I wouldn't behoove you that, because the lights I use, if you do the panels, are like
$100,
$60 or something each. They're not RGB, so you may want to look at what Commander Green's going on there. Specs.
There we go.
I'm curious which ones. I don't know that brand, but that's
For
not bad.
$40, you can't beat it, and they've not
Well,
failed me yet. So
you just gotta be careful with these brands like this, because like I said, I've never heard of it, but there was in the chat that Harry and I are in, the alien chat and stuff that we're in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There was a guy that bought these Uzi or Ulutzi lights or whatever. I don't know. They get promoted on
Yeah, I
Instagram
haven't
all the
heard.
time, but they blew up.
oh really?
And they were
Ooh,
cheap
geez.
little RGB lights. So
Hopefully that's not these.
yeah, so just be careful. Make sure you get a fire extinguisher if you're using lights.
Jeez.
What's going on, Braden? What's going on? But let me get you the Loom Cube. I'll just give you the
Might have to
link.
take
the
that
Loom
link
Cube
down. Let me
slowly.
make sure.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a link, man.
I'm sure people are not buying
No.
bombs.
I'm saying if that's those lights, I don't remember.
No, it's not.
The
That's
brand
not the
name.
brand. I know that's not the brand, but
It's definitely not. Okay. All right.
yeah. No.
Okay.
Oh, here's the brand Ulanzi. That's the brand
Ulanzi.
of what blew up.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, Instagram's been pushing them lately with their ads.
Come on,
or whatever.
Instagram. What are you doing? Getting people to buy bombs.
You can't say bomb.
Oh shit! Oh no!
Yeah,
Demonetized.
don't go running around. with that stuff.
Demonetized.
Yeah, that could happen. Could happen.
Yep.
Here's dang it. Here's the mini panels I use, and then I use gels with them. Let me find my window here. I've lost all my windows here. So here's on Amazon. There's the panels I use, and then there's a kit I have. I guess this is. Well, I don't know what brand that is. Oh, there we go. This is a kit I have that I have two of these kits to use actual cubes as well. But as you see, they're not cheap. Both, all right. Well, that link's too long. It doesn't like that link. I don't know what to tell you then. It doesn't like that link. That's a huge link. Yeah, Loom Cube 2.0 professional lighting kit is the other thing I have, but the link's too long for me to post it. So, yeah, that one works. All right, cool. All right, sorry guys, didn't mean to really detract from that.
No, you're fine.
Man, my connection's poo today. I'm just seeing my connection on here being poo.
Yeah, we just had some big storms go through close by that I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get on, but they passed.
Yeah, I had
by,
that thunder going on right before I started. I was like, ooh. So, anyway, H Green, man, dude, let's talk about what you got going on. Oh, Commander, goddamn, Commander.
Yes, Commander Green.
I'm sorry. One day I'll get used to it. I apologize.
Oh wow, I didn't even see this shot yet.
Yeah, he just posted this one 10 hours ago, I guess.
Yeah, this morning.
That orange is
that
beautiful.
lighting's phenomenal.
Yeah, and the soft white light in the front. My God.
Yeah, and you even got my lens glare there. I love the glares on the visors.
And that's fake.
Oh,
that's not
fake?
even real. Yeah, it's fake.
Oh,
It was
wow.
just a lens flare sticker, and I put that over and then just erased it out, over the top of the helmet and the face of the helmet. I was trying to get it with the light, but it was too harsh on the trooper itself. So I said, no, I'll just try that and just see how it comes out. But yeah, and that's just with a black background, and then just a little aerosol atmosphere, and that was it.
That's a great
There we
amber
go.
color you got going on there. I love that color. Is that with the new lights that we just talked about that may blow up?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, right.
Well, that amber is pretty damn nice. I can't get that kind of amber without Photoshop or well, I should say Lightroom.
Yeah, that looks
Yeah, it has
really good.
has a really consistent range. The temperature settings on that, and then the white from like a warm white to a cool white, and some other things. So yeah.
Hell yeah! What's going on, Bearded? So the guy had some more of those kicks up for sale. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad you're able to get some. We're talking about the Miles, kicks.
Oh, the kicks,
the AJ
yeah.
ones.
Oh,
With
the
the
last
branding.
time I checked, they weren't there. I need to look.
Well,
I need to look.
I
Again.
had sent him the link, and I guess he found them. So.
Oh, okay.
808 says I'm trying to get a backdrop printed for season 7 Battle of Maul and Ahsoka. You could do that, or you could just use a monitor.
Just do what I do. Yep.
Although I don't have any monitors big enough unless I take it with the main TV in the house. My wife would not appreciate that. What I had to do to get around that this week is I had to let me go back to this. I had to
Just composite that in.
learn how to composite, man, because this is the figure shot here, and even I still see the problems. I still see it's not quite right, but I got the
Looks pretty good to
BTS
me.
right here. A little bit of wee
Like
fun with
your face a little bit.
yeah.
I was gonna say, look at
let's
all
see how-
that room in those displays. Nice, I
Yeah.
love it.
That's
Love it.
just the one. I got stuff with no room too.
Oh.
But yeah, here's the screen grab of the pose and everything I was going, and there's me holding the figure, just kind of showing you what I was going for. And then I initially was going to shoot him without putting him in there and use this wall and stuff, but it wasn't looking right. So I just used the wall to kind of base where the bus was, because in the shot he's jumping over a bus.
Okay.
So right here, since you notice I'm not using any fog or anything, I'm just trying to get a clean shot with using some of the colors in the shot. And then I got all that weight on there because I'm using the classic suit Spider-Man's extra long gooseneck there, and it wants to fall. So I got all that weight back there.
Those weights come in handy. I need to pick up some of those.
They do. And here I'm lassoing out, and this. Remember, I was asking you the other day about that content aware fill keyboard shortcut.
Little shortcut. Yep.
Yeah.
Shift
So
backspace.
this is a shift backspace after you've selected all the area, and it makes it a blank area. It went so fast you don't even see it. I kind of feel like in this video, it actually looks like I'm like just taking the screenshot.
doing
And like,
magic.
yeah, that's mine.
Yep.
But no, you can see me putting in this one. And the colors are not right at all. But this is just me all trying to match the colors up, all in post.
Match the shadows, gonna match the highlights. Yep.
Well, when you go to do the composite, even though I'm not great at it, one of the first things you want to do is put the whole thing in grayscale and match your blacks, grays, and whites.
Yep.
That's going to be your best bet. And then play with the saturation levels is what I was doing. So and it's all in Photoshop. So, that's what we came up with. But yeah.
Very cool.
And then, of course, this one. That was an empty module case. There was nothing in there yet. But yeah, dude, this shot here, man, I love this shot.
I love the pose. That pose is so natural.
Well, he's just walking, but I did have to use a piece of wire there to hold him up.
I see it there. Yep.
And he could stand walking like that, but the tendency for him to fall was too great. Like
just in case.
A flea farts and he falls over. So
yeah.
put the stand there. So
yeah, just in case.
Took the classic suit Spider-Man's newspapers, because I was like, at first I didn't have them there, and I'm like, we need a little bit of something back there, just something going on, let you know that there's a breeze going or something, just to let you know that there's something going on. And I didn't want to put it in front of him because those newspapers are so big.
Yeah.
So we did it behind him, even though I wanted to do it in front of him. And there's actual time lapse of me trying to get him to stand up and everything. Now, something you guys might not know, if you have this figure and you want to put his hand in his pocket, pull the hands off. You're gonna just use the pegs as his hands. Put those in his pockets, not his hands. Don't try to work with his hands. And these are the third-party shoes that I got for him that Beard was asking me about. And that was me using my vape instead of my haze machine. But
don't smoke, kids. Don't smoke.
So here, what I'm doing is I'm selecting him. I'm gonna make a layer mask with just him on it, so that all the other stuff I can do is going to be behind him, because I add the cityscape in post. Because, again, look at this big black area of just nothing. I needed something up there. And I was like, well, let's try putting, some city lights back there and stuff. So there's me grabbing just generic nighttime city lights. We're putting that in the background. And I right now got the opacity way down just so I can see the lines and stuff where that wall starts and stops and all that kind of stuff. And then we mask it around the wall so the wall is still blocking the view of what's over there as it should be. And then we're going to add a layer, even though I put some kind of fog in the shot with my vape, I'm adding another layer of fog to kind of tie this photoshopped layer in with my shot. So it helps reduce your eye will inherently see something if it looks out of place like this. So if you don't have an element like this to tie it together, it can really make it look like you've just photoshopped it, and not that this is in there. So I put this on here, and I'm going to clip this to the other layer, onto the cityscape layer, so that it just goes right on that. I don't have to remask anything. It'll just go right on it. So it's just going to go boop, clipped on there. We blurred it so it doesn't look so textural, and we've played with the opacity of it here. And we're going to also put more down here, but on top of that layer. And we're not clipping this, though. We're going to let this kind of be. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the masking tool. You're going to see that, this is the masking tool. And I'm just kind of subtly masking out some of that area, near, so it doesn't have a harsh anything like with one on top of the other. So, and of course I had to remove the stand, and then there's the shot. So,
great shot.
Yeah, that was what I was trying to go for, like that seamless integration of composition with the shot when I went to do the other one that I showed you first. Not as seamless, unfortunately.
Yeah, that turned out well. I mean, to me, that looked like a screen behind it. That didn't look like you put a layer of like an image in there. So,
this one here?
That was yeah.
I had somebody ask me if this was cosplay. And then somebody else asked me if I took them outside and shot that on like a rooftop.
That's a compliment.
Green, I left you too soon. What do we got going on? What else?
Oh, it's all right. That's fine. I think I've just got maybe one or two more. Yeah.
Dude, I love your use of light on this stuff, man. You're so good at using that sunlight in your advantage, and you still got these trees looking to scale. How do you do that every time?
just far enough away. But this is the shot that I had to do for my. Everybody gave me grief with the stormtrooper shooting the clone. And that one shot that I did like a while back, so I had to get like a little revenge shot and give a little love back to the clones.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does he need glasses though, or something? Or you just like to keep that on?
No, I took that off of the Captain Rex and put that on one of those.
But it's like he can't see. He needs a. Yeah. I didn't get my binoculars out in time.
That's his night vision. So the sun just came up, so he was able to flip him up.
Yeah. It's pretty funny. What's up, Bennikin? How you doing, buddy?
Hey.
Commander
Bennikin.
Hey. And then, all right, 808. So, guys, if y'all have any questions, though, while we're going over this stuff, please, by all means, ask. We're here for that, your help, to help you. And I've been asked by OG Fan, though, to open my Transport Trooper while we're streaming.
Is that happening?
So, what can we look at while I'm doing that? Oh, 1-6 shooter.
We're looking at you. We want to look at you.
Oh, yeah, hold on,
Trevor.
Dude,
thanks,
you get the link, Trevor, if you want to pop in, buddy. I know you had a busy show yesterday, man. I was watching that. You had like 300 almost people watching your stuff, man. Your Mythic Legion stuff.
But this is the simple things too. Even with the phone app, the Pixar app that I use on his left arm, I had it propped up with the wooden skewer, and that way he wouldn't tip over. And with the clone stamp, I was still able to get that, taken out, and you can't really. Yeah, it was like in his armpit.
Okay. Yeah, I can't tell at all.
Is where it was. So yeah, I was able to clean it up pretty good and blend it into the fog that was in the background. So I was pretty happy with that.
I've noticed when I try to use like my healing brush tool in Lightroom that it's really clunky and it doesn't do well. But then if I use the same tool in Photoshop, it's like, what you got next, man? What's next? I got you. I had like a, when I was shooting Ahsoka, and I had like this little hair on her face. I don't know why it was there. It was probably from the Q-tip when I put the silicone grease on her. Not that I put it on her face, but I did put some on her Leku or whatever the thing's called. There's like a little Q-tip hair on the side of her face, and I went to use. I was like, well, I shouldn't have to bring this into Photoshop to take care of this. So I clicked on the healing brush tool in Lightroom and went, and it said, "Oh, you wanted to keep that cheek because the cheek was all like." What What are you talking about? You're supposed to be Lightroom. You're supposed to be awesome. Facebook user, what's up? I don't know who you are, but
Facebook user.
Okay, you still shooting those new Mythic Legion stuff, man? Rock
All
on,
good. All good. Busy man.
808, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Michigan Jedi.
And then
Thank you, Facebook
Yeah,
user.
thank you, Michigan Jedi.
Dude. But yeah, so you gotta be careful when you're using those repair brushes, because it was just crazy, because Lightroom's supposed to be like the end all be all awesome photo editing, like photographers supposed to use to, I don't know, maybe there's some rules that I can put in for that.
We can debate that.
tool.
We can
to
debate
tell
that,
it
I
to
think.
to be more interesting, but or more useful. But I've always had clunkiness when I use it, so I usually have to go to Photoshop if I want to use that small little tool.
Photoshop all the way.
And,
Yeah, and sometimes I'll get like the weird, like on the edges, even if it's not a hard edge, it'll still pixelate, like where the end of that brush was, and it'll kind of get a little funky like that. But it's usually pretty small that it doesn't show up too much. But
dude, that content aware fill, I mean, the version that you taught us last,
I'm telling you, it's
dude,
magic. It's literal magic.
If I use the edit menu version, I don't know why this is different, but if I had used that to pull miles out of that background, it would have looked like garbage.
Yeah.
But I used it to pull miles out of that background for yesterday's shot, the shift backspace one. And you could barely tell I did anything. It was just like Miles just gone. He's just like,
telling you,
there was no Miles here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Miles at the store. He'll be back later.
Yeah.
He wasn't right there. He's at the store.
That's how I edited a lot of my backgrounds. Like if I want to get like a person out of the background, same thing. Just really rough.
That's a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
Just by using this shortcut. I don't know what makes it different.
I don't know.
It's just not your regular select and edit content aware fill. It's not the same thing.
It's not the same. I don't know why, but
it's so crazy how good that is.
Magic.
Just made me feel warm and fuzzy. It was like all is right in the world when you use that,
Satisfying. Very satisfying.
But if you use that edit menu, it's like, what is wrong?
Yeah, I don't know why.
What has happened? We can take a look at some of the stuff we're tagged in here, though. We got lots of stuff. Maybe let's see. Hold on.
Oh my god, that predator shot right there. Unicorn. It's by Unicorn, I think. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Unicorn, but he's not tagging me to tag me. He's tagging me just to tag me. He's tagging me. He's my buddy.
I love it.
But
when
this is all water.
Tell.
He does his whole thing is to use water, like mists and water and stuff.
I love that you
really light paints. He light paints in different layers, right, and then stacks all those different layers together.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he can. He's. Well, this one doesn't have that. Okay, fine.
And I'm sorry, I had myself on mute. So if you already said that, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay.
I know he's tagged me in other ones where I know he's shown the light paint thing. Oh, here we go. So this is what he's talking about. So the different layers.
Oh, there we go. Yep. This is also what I do as well.
Oh, okay.
You just use the lighten effect and just.
Yep.
So what lighten does, it just takes the lightest part of that layer and applies it if it's lighter than the layer below it, right?
That's
essentially
That's what it does. Yep.
It's a little confusing, but if you think about it, it's not. So it's
it just
paradox,
works.
really. JK again, he likes to tag me just because. So
he's got some great poses though.
He does. QNR 52, man.
Yeah.
This is a sick Logan shot. Sick shot here. He sent this one to me and he was asking me about
That's a
it.
Beautiful Logan.
Yeah. Looking tight. You guys got any suggestions here, Harold? Man, you go ahead, man. Take a swing at it.
Oh God, no. I mean, it looks good to me. I mean, it's like as far as like the lighting, everything looks lit well. Nothing really too dark. I mean, I'm assuming it looks like it's just like in a display, but I mean, it looks like a solid shot to me.
Yeah, that's just my main problem. When you can just kind of tell that it's just in a display case or something. That's usually one of my biggest critique. But when it comes to the lighting, this is actually a really good shot. I love the lighting. You get really soft lighting in the front. You got some harsh lighting on the camera left there. Yeah, I like it.
No, that harsh light works really well in this shot. It
Yep.
really helps with this one, and it's not like overly harsh either, but it is
Yeah.
a definite source of light where the other light looks like it's really just bouncing off the walls that are white
Mhm.
behind them. So it's a really good job of use of lighting here. Very minimalistic, I think, too. I think it's a lot just light source from one side, really, is what it looks
Yep.
like, and the rest just bouncing off the room.
Yep.
So,
And when you have like the harsh lighting, you know, kind of on the side that's the opposite of the camera, like the side that's not facing the camera, that's when you usually get that cinematic feel. And that's what I do a lot in my photos as well.
Mhm.
hold on, quick tangent. Look at this, man. I had it. This came to my local shop, but look, I don't know. This Star Wars box,
Open
I
it.
can't even tell. But
Open it.
I'm working on it, but look at this. Look at this. It's got a ding. Let's see if maybe it's
That's unfortunate. A little indentation there.
Yeah.
Could be worse though. Could be worse.
well, the shipper took the brunt of it.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the shipper.
Shipper.
Yeah. Thank you,
That's
UPS.
sad.
I just love this. I love that figure though. It's such a simple figure, but it's just so. And obviously, you know, reusing the helmet of the tank commander, but
Tank
it's
commander,
just
yep.
still unique, like in its own right. And I love it.
My
I love the
my
design.
head sculpt for Mando is going to go on here when I get the when I get him. That's all there is to it.
We need a Bilbo head sculpt though.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Well,
got to make that.
If that happens, I'll hopefully have a second one of these by then. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get two to begin with, but I canceled one of them because this store that I'd ordered both of them with, they canceled one of them.
Oh
And I was
no.
like, well, hell with it. I'll buy something else then. So I ended up buying that classic suit Spider-Man that somebody keeps asking if I got. So yeah, I didn't go to the sideshow and order a second one of these. I just went and got a classic suit Spider-Man instead. Because FOMO, man, I was feared on missing out on a classic suit Spider-Man that does not pose as well as Miles and as wild as Wet Dreams.
Yeah, but it is classic. So.
But it
gotta
looks so good on the display though. The colors of that just it
But
stands out.
only
I love it.
straight up and down kind of thing, you know. If you really think about it, if you go to pose him, you get the weird creases. It just really throws off a lot of his look.
Yeah. It does
So-
heal itself though, thankfully. So that's one
it
good
does.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help for the fact that when you pose it, you've got creases now in your pose, and you're like, wow,
Yeah. That's
wrong
also
way.
the main reason why I hate posing my Spider-Man. It's like I hate these creases.
Ooh.
But dude,
David.
that's why the Miles is perfect, man. He's in a
Yeah.
Scarlet Spider type material suit, man.
The
He's
Scarlet
just,
Spider is perfect for posing. I wish they'd do that with like all of them, to be honest.
Miles is perfect.
I don't know why.
I
Yeah.
could be happier with him, man.
Yeah.
So here's David. This is a Collector's
David
Orbit. I don't think he tagged
Never
me
disappoints.
for
freaking
the
beautiful.
show per se, but we're gonna use his material anyway because he tagged me.
Yeah, David
So,
never disappoints. His shots are so cinematic, awesome. The lighting.
This is his new
perfect.
Haya Queen. This is the queen that I have now, the new one. The 1/18 scale queen.
Freaking
I'm sorry, I
beautiful.
cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We'll continue. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. I'm
No, continue.
yeah, pretty much done anyways. I hate you.
Speak.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got a new shot too with a new alien. Maybe a new alien he got, or maybe it's an old one. But that shot is awesome. If you can go to his profile in a little bit, I reposted that on my story. Man, David never disappoints with his alien shots.
I just wish he wasn't in the UK so I could like get him on here more often because he would be much
Yeah,
better
the
at
time
than you
difference.
are. I mean, oh wait, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Harry. I love you. You know I do. That's why I got your eagle right here, man. Your Chrysler Eagle has landed,
Yeah, hope you enjoy that.
but he's sticky. What did you do to your eagle to make him all sticky?
Yeah, that's all you.
I didn't do it. OG fan says it looks so good that it is the only figure I have in a classic arms down museum pose, and he rocks it.
Talking about Spider-Man? Classic?
Yeah, he's talking about the classic suit Spider-Man. Where's my mouse? I can put that up there. He does look good.
Yeah,
him and
he looks
Advanced
great.
Suit though, they both suffer the same problems.
Yeah, I do love my advanced suit. I don't really play with him too much. Now that I have the MCU suit, I do love the MCU suit as well.
I'm not gonna play with any of them too much now that I got Miles.
Yeah,
Telling you, man, you guys need to find $50 or something to find a Miles.
I think I've got like 2 more payments, and I'll have mine. So
Sorry. Whoever
would love-
decided to package this guy decided the tape needs to be really tight. They're like, nobody's getting this bag off the foot until they take the tape
you wanna,
off the bag.
you want a full screen though, so we can all take a look.
No, because we're talking about David's shot, man. What do you think of David's
That's true.
shot?
I mean, there's nothing else to say, but it's just freaking perfect.
Riz, what's up, man? What's up?
Runs.
Damn, they put 2 pieces of tape. See, this is somebody's sick joke.
this makes me want to run out and go recreate this in a very poor way, but still, I want I need to get some Alien figures, and I talked to Maz about it before, but some of the McFarlane ones, but I
This
haven't picked them
Alien
up
is
yet.
cheap as hell. This is $40.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from Haya Toys. This is a beautiful Alien, dude. But he's only 1/18 scale, so he's not going to go with your
She.
NECA figures even. Or well, it's a queen.
Yeah.
But she is beautiful. The detail is phenomenal on her. God
I
bless
really
it.
wish Hot Toys would jump back and re-release some of the old, or just make some new aliens, because there's
Well-
not enough aliens.
To be honest with you, their aliens are kind of meh.
Oh, they're
Except for the
old
big
figures,
chat.
right? Yeah. they're
Well,
old
not
figures.
just old though, but like the Alien Warrior from Aliens isn't too bad. He's like MMS 300 and
Mhm.
something.
Yeah,
So he's not too young or too old, but it's got all kinds of problems. Its hands pop off real easy. Its head pops off real easy, and you can't pose it for anything. It's just
Yeah.
posing
It
that
looks
is just don't bother. It's just the head's gonna pop off. Do you guys think I need the instructions?
No.
Actually,
not
I'm
for
gonna
this
leave the
one. I think
stand
you're
in
good.
here too.
I think
I
you're
don't
good
need
on
these.
that one.
I don't think I need the instructions or the stand, because I've realized I don't need stands really. Now that I got shelving that doesn't move when I walk by it, I'm good. You know? That was the problem with all this stuff being upstairs before, man. You're upstairs and it just shakes. Dang it! What is this? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Like the back of the
He just disappeared.
He's gone.
Yeah, no, it's just us two. This is what he does. He's like, hey guys, just take over, and I'm just gonna
Right.
leave. Damn it, Moss.
He'll come back swearing.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
went
probably.
wrong. There he is.
Yep.
No, I leave
Can't hear you.
So
Oh, there you
let
go.
me just get this back in the box and we'll move on. I apologize.
No more unboxing?
Just get the box back together, Get the boys back together. But dude, I love this shot of this Haya Queen, man. It makes me wish that I could take shots like this.
Yeah, David is a
I'm not saying that to
masterclass.
be funny. I think he does a great job of getting the light and the colors and everything. Whereas, like, I don't know, I can't seem to get both. Like, if I get the lighting, then I lose the colors,
Yeah.
or at least the colors that I should keep. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, David's a master at lighting, and just his
Say
whole
again?
setup. David's a master at lighting, and then his whole setup as well, just so perfect.
Well, the funny thing is it's not much of a setup if you think about it. It's just, look at that.
We're not looking at anything, by the way. It's just 3 of us at the moment.
Say again?
It's just
Oh,
3 of us at the moment.
That's
Yeah.
right. It dropped. Share screen. Sorry. This is what happens when you guys have me
All over
pull
the
up
place.
my figure while I'm trying to.
I mean, that's a pretty big setup that he's got there, actually.
And just creative with that, just shining the light through that to cast the shadows the way that he is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. Wow.
Okay. I got
Yeah,
that.
that's one benefit of shooting with smaller figures. You can kind of go crazy with your whole setup. Shooting with hot toys, on the other hand, it's like God, like I have no space to do any sort of setup at
Yeah.
all.
Which is why I've I am buying a few more of the smaller figures now. But
Yeah.
the problem is when you get to that size, not everything matches up with your scale.
Yeah.
Like my Guyvers. I love my Guyvers, but they're too small to even go with this queen. You
Mhm.
know, they're too small to go with the NECA queen. They're too small to go with, or they're actually, well, they're too big to go with this queen. I'm sorry. So I can't win. When you go to the smaller sizes, that's not regulated. It's just all
Yeah.
you have to really work on forced perspective at that point.
Yeah.
Which is annoying.
And also that's just a whole nother rabbit hole, I think. If I get into 112 scale, I'm just gonna go all out and buy a bunch, and I don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
Damn it, David, making us all look bad.
Dude, Dave is awesome.
Yeah.
But here's Mad
This
like
is Mad Like
a
Predator.
predator, and he's got a
Falco.
new account now
Falco.
too.
Yeah, it's got a few new ones actually.
He's got more than one. He's only
Yeah,
told me
he's
about
got more
one. I
than
guess
one.
he doesn't want me around. Just
Got a few more than one. Yeah.
all right, you guys go over this while I get some stuff straightened out real quick.
He's trying to dodge you. Nice.
I wouldn't doubt it.
The only thing though is the scaling is a little off. You can tell that that he's a really small little figure, but lighting amazing, and I just love the figure. I don't think our engineers get enough love from the community.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's
no,
great.
I love it, and obviously it's an outdoor shot, so I love that right off the bat.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you were here when I said it before. I think I said it to Trevor one of the times he was on. I kind of just, it's that suspension of disbelief where at least I see like a plant that might look out of scale, but probably on some alien world it
Exactly.
probably was in scale. So I think from that perspective, I think it's fine. But like you said, the lighting is really nice.
Yeah, on point. Yeah, I need to do more outdoor shots. I don't think I've ever shot anything outdoor, like ever.
Really, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
one thing
everything is indoors for me.
Mm.
Dang it.
Yeah, and that's the main problem. When I try and recreate, outdoor scenes, it's like practically impossible to recreate. Them.
Right. Yeah, it's so different. Well, and there was at one point I don't think I took anything inside until probably recently, until I started taking the shots of Hot Toys, but then I got my nerve and started taking them out, which I probably shouldn't. Probably
yeah, that's my main problem. It's like I'm not gonna take my $300 toys outside. Yeah.
If you brought your Mandalorian outside, that had some cojones on there, because I'm like, you're gonna lose one of those detonators.
Those thermal detonators.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. No, I made sure to keep an eye on, like literally to keep an eye on it. It was in a plastic tote, and until I set it up, and it went right back in that before I moved again.
There's all the transporters, troopers stuff. And
No,
since
I
you
love
guys
those
want to
things
see
too,
this a
by the
little
way.
bit, since you guys want to see this a little bit, the first thing I want to do now that I got this guy out of the box is, you see this pleather right here? I'm gonna take care of that.
Man.
He's got this piece of pleather on his belt.
Connection's a little wonky.
Say again?
Connection's a little wonky. You guys are
Oh,
a little,
I'm losing.
yeah.
God bless it. Sorry. It'll come back. Give it a second.
Yeah, they'll come back.
So we pull the piece of pleather off, and while we're talking, I'm going to put some finisher on it. So I'm sorry. See, now my connection, now that I'm not zoomed in on me, my connection's working. So, guys, little side trick here while I put this stuff on here. This is a Angelus matte acrylic finisher. It's going to go on clear when we're all done. And we just got this little piece of pleather. I like to cover all my pleather on any figure the moment I get them with this finisher. So we're just going to, I got to set it down to do that, but we're just going to brush that on. And that's going to keep that, at least if everything works as planned, it's going to keep this pleather from cracking over time because it's going to seal that pleather together, so it doesn't have anywhere to crack. It's not going to let any of those elements. Thank you, Dockinator. Thank you. That whole shelf right there is all Alien and Predator. Below that is all Star Wars, and then below that is horror and comic books. So, yeah, you see.
Yeah, sure.
No. So, you're talking about the perspective as the grass and everything's too big for this guy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's the main thing that stood out to me. But then Commander Green here, mentioned something that makes a whole lot of sense. On an alien planet, I mean, it might be a scale. So
Yeah.
it works out.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Considering it's from the Prometheus/Alien Ridley Scott universe thing where he likes androids over humans and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was also saying that engineers don't get a whole lot of love. I know a whole lot of people really
Well, they're trying to
dislike.
kill us, man. What's the love? They're trying to kill us.
Yeah, they look cool. That's a thing. I mean, aliens all try to kill us too, right? But we love
but they
aliens.
made the aliens to kill us.
Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, it gets a little
That
complicated.
doesn't sit well with me, man. I no longer like them guys.
Because they did they really make the alien? Because David didn't he? So
well, but they were the
He made the
catalyst for
original-
that creation. So.
yeah, the story got kind of convoluted when they made David the
You
original
think? You
creator,
think?
basically. So it's a little
Maybe
wonky.
maybe just a little bit convoluted.
Yeah, a little convoluted.
Yeah, just a little bit. They wiggled it just a little bit.
Yeah, I do hope Alien gets back on track and hey, just give us classic Alien stories. Let's not try and convolute too much.
But as far as picture quality here, he's basically just using the sun. I probably would have tried to dilute that a little bit. When you shoot outdoors, one of the things you want to do, and Harold could probably let you more into that because he's the one who shoots outdoors the most. But you want to control that sunlight, not just let it do its thing. Because right now you're just kind of putting a figure there and letting the sunlight do its thing. And some shots can work that way, but not a lot of them.
Like for that rim line, is that an extra light that maybe he had there, or is that just straight up sunlight? I can't really tell.
I think it's straight up sunlight.
Yeah, it looks like direct.
Okay.
Just direct sun on his back. Yeah.
But it
looks like it's coming at the same angle that it's hitting that plant.
The plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the only reason I mention all this is just how plasticky his face looks. And that's all about controlling the light. He just got a lot of plastic look here on the front of his face. I think if you work with the light a bit more, you can get that a little bit softer. It doesn't look so plasticky. All right, what we got here? Another JK. Yeah,
JK.
Just doing a reel here.
Real.
Quanar, man. Yeah. Look at the flexing with the figure and the flexing.
And Deadpool in the back being inappropriate, as he should be.
Alexa, shut the fuck up. I didn't even say her name, man.
I did not
she
understand that.
To me. I was like, what?
I'm sorry. I did not catch that. Don't know what you mean by that.
Up. Pardon my French, guys. I really try not to curse on my streams. But she just annoys the crap out of me. She works when she wants to, on her time. And I'm like, my time is too valuable for you to work like that.
She's listening when you don't know she's listening. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. But no,
this figure.
Sorry, go ahead, Harold.
No, it's all right. No, I remember seeing somebody grab this figure before I ever even knew what a hot toy was. I think that was right before I started collecting, possibly.
Well, the lighting on her is on point right here, man. This is just
yeah. I missed out on her.
Yeah. Now, does she come with a head sculpt without the thing on her head?
No, unfortunately.
See, I think she looked best when she had the goth look going and not this thing on her head.
I think some people made customs head sculpts, but you know how that goes.
I made a custom little stand to hold my my pleather drying apparatus here.
That's
two tweezers.
That's a setup. That's a setup.
Just two tweezers. But no, I love the lighting on her. It makes her look really good. I love the softness in the face here. It works out really well. I like this a lot. What is beeping? Ah, Dockinator sent me something. What you send me, Dockinator? What you send me? Ooh, Predators. We'll get to you there, Dockinator. We will. In fact, we're going to refresh this right now because he'll be up there now. Wait, where? Tagged.
Oh, I
You
didn't
should
see
look-
it.
Yeah, where? Oh, and Mandalorian. Okay. All right, let me go this way. Weird.
Oh yeah, I saw that one today. That's nice.
Predator.
He posted this 4 days ago, man. You just now seeing it today?
Yeah, I don't see people that like that I follow. I don't see things.
Instagram
Yeah,
at
that's-
work again.
Yep, unless they tag me, I don't see it.
Yeah, this is the Hot Toys City Hunter Predator. You did a great job with this one here, man. I like it a lot. I would have pulled him out of that background a little bit more though, especially up in here where it gets kind of muddy. Anywhere where his dreads are, I would have pulled those out. But that's just me. What do you think,
Yeah.
Harry? What do you got?
I think the intense lighting actually works for this shot. It makes him look super intimidating, like how like dark the eyes are. Yeah, I think it actually works really well for what he's going for here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think even with that, with the darkness that's around the eyes and the way that it's sunken back in, you can still see the iris and pupils like through that.
Mm-hmm.
And that, yeah, I think it
very
looks great.
intense. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, keep talking about that. His belt fell off. Hold on.
Guys, do all the work. I'm just gonna chill.
Well, somebody want me to open this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Try to appease somebody else.
Unboxing live is never usually, never usually goes your way.
Yeah, it is a bit problematic.
Yeah.
Especially like the sound that everything makes. Like, hey man, here's all that plastic, that blister stuff. Yeah. Guess what? That's what you're gonna hear for the next half hour is just fighting with the blister pack. Oh, come on.
I also assume the shot was just shot on the black background, and he just kind of edited in all the, like, is that like some sort of nebula?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was shot on the back.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to look at it on my phone because on my MacBook I can't really see it that great. But yeah, that's what it looks like, is just a composited background. But it looks really good.
No, it looks really, really tight, man. But what I like to do is try to catch some lighting on the edges, give that rim light, particularly on the dreads.
Rim light.
The dread light specifically.
Never enough rim lights.
Because it looks so great when you can get it on the dreads like that. I'm gonna, before we go to his Mando, flash logo. We'll go to. I think I got one on here. Yeah, we'll just use this. Like, look at that. Just those highlights on the edges. It's not even the best example.
Rim lights. Always rim lights.
Got to pull those dreads out, man. They're like one of the key distinguishing features of a Predator is those dreads, man. And if you don't procure those, what the hell? Oh, okay, never mind.
That has to be the first piece in your merch store, though, Maz.
What, this Predator shot?
Making a shirt and it says rim lights. Like, you gotta have something.
Talking about that. More rim lights.
More rim lights. It's like more cowbell, but rim lights instead.
Yeah, that should be our catchphrase.
I'm blaming you, OG fan.
Yeah.
Loco Lu would love that.
There we go. Jesus. All right. But enough about the rim lights. Let's go back.
Never enough rim lights.
We got this. But before we go into this, let me explain something about this transport trooper that's a pain. Putting this gun, which the arm is blocking, in this holster. Why are you... Stop focusing on me. I'm not important. I'm pretty sure I have it on autofocus. I don't know. Anyway, if you don't have this figure yet, when you put this gun in here, you don't want to try to put the scope in the holster with it. And also, when you put it in, there's like this nubby thing that sticks out on the outside of the gun that likes to catch on this pleather that's very crappy material anyway. So sorry.
Well, hopefully, Hot Toys stay away from pleather altogether from now on.
Well, they Logan's jacket's leather now, but they're
Full
probably
leather,
just,
yeah.
Logan of the week leather piece. That's all we're gonna
Yeah.
have.
Which is an interesting release. Yeah, just going off on a little random tangent, like the going back to Days of Future Past for some weird reason. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it, but it's an interesting move. Very interesting.
All right, so Dockinator's Mandalorian. Harold, go.
Oh man, let's see. No, I like that the lighting. I love the way that it's catching the armor, and it looks like. I mean, maybe if the light came a little bit more off the left-hand side of his helmet, so it would look like those lights were casting light down on him, like basically like flopping the light over to the other side.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be the only thing.
Yeah, you do have the lighting backwards on here, Dockinator. But Harry,
I think-
what's you?
I mean,
before
you know what
I
I'm
get
about to
into-
say. When you look at camera left, there's a bunch of lights, on top of his head. That would have been perfect for some rim lights casting on the left side, camera left, of his helmet there. And also, I think I would have liked it if the background was a little bit more blurred out.
Yeah, for the
to get that
you want
depth
to
of field.
bring that depth of field in there
Yeah.
by blurring out the background a bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so next time, because it looks like this is composited in, so you can just blur out that layer really quick, and I feel like that will give it a really cool effect. And
Yeah,
so
just
try
add a
that
quick
out next
Gaussian
time.
blur to that background a little bit.
Yeah.
The other thing
Or
is
tilt
we
chips.
already mentioned this white light here that should be on this side, or you can do is you can just flip the picture, just take
Yeah,
this,
you can
this
flip
layer
the
and flip
background,
them
yep.
horizontally.
Yep.
That way this light will match up with that side.
Mhm.
But the other thing that you're missing on here light wise is this red or this red.
Yeah.
Some of this should be bouncing off of this chrome armor.
Mhm.
So you should have some red on this side here as well, and maybe on the other side, because as you see, there's some red on this side as well. So he's going to have red on both sides.
You see a little bit on his helmet,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, like a
There's a little
tiny
bit of
bit right
reddish
there.
to
Yep.
it.
Yep. But yeah,
Um,
it's subtle, but it really, really sells it when you have those really subtle details.
Yeah, very, very subtle little details you got to pay attention to when you go to do that. The other thing is the pose is a little weird. It looks like he quick drawed, and that's why his arm's down that low. But I feel that the wrist is turned in towards the body a little bit too much. I don't know. It could just be the limitations of a toy hand, though. Sometimes the gun just sits funny in those hands. You just gotta, even though you're looking at it and it looks right, it doesn't mean like in the camera it's gonna look right. So you may have to make it look wrong for it to look right in the camera. It's really annoying, but it's just something you gotta play with to get that angle right. So,
yeah, just like your Spider-Man poses.
Yeah,
like how you kind of like just cheating it basically in one way because it's just the way the camera sees it.
Yeah,
exactly. You got to play with that perspective that you're working in. Mm-hmm. So great stuff, though. I love the color work on him in general. Like if he wasn't forcing this color background and stuff, telling this one story, and then the colors and the lights on him were telling a different story. If that wasn't the case, the colors on Mando himself would look great. If he was like in just a black background where the light's not telling you where it's coming from, and you just assume because light's there, that's where the light's coming from. This would work, but with this background, your lighting does not work. But if you were to take the background out and just put this on a neutral background, it would look good. It would look really, the lighting would work really well. So great stuff, though, Dockinator. Great stuff. Let's go back to my tags and see what else we got here. Let me just refresh to make sure we got nothing.
Shot.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Hello, here we go. This is scruffy looking photos.
Okay. Outdoor shot.
501st.
Mm-hmm.
What you got, Harold? You're a big trooper outdoor guy. Come on.
Oh God, I love that, especially that Phase 1. Even though I used the Phase 2 helmet the last time.
Yeah.
But I love the Phase 1 helmet. But yeah, I mean, I like that. It's just, a lot of natural light. So, I mean, it's just kind of getting the right angle maybe to change the mood of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, it's like it's lit well all the way around. There's nothing like you can't see that good. I mean, you could even like probably crop it in and pull in really tight on it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe do that way. trying to see like what's in the background. Like I said, I'm like having a hard time seeing that on my screen.
Well, there's some building back there, so somebody's house or something.
Okay.
Let's see what
Yeah,
that
I mean
is.
it looks like it's at least bulked out enough too that you can't really tell what it is. It could be any building in the background,
Could be a barracks. We don't know. Yeah.
right? And even as far as scale, everything looks, to scale to the figure
Yeah.
that's around
Yeah.
it too. So yeah, no, it looks
It's
good.
blurred out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Harry. What you got? What you got, man? What you got?
No, I think Harold basically kind of said everything I wanted to say. Like when it comes to the angle and maybe just just to get a little bit closer to make it a little bit more intense. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like the main thing. And also maybe it's just me, but it looks a bit too blue, I guess.
To what?
That's just too blue. Maybe kind of pump up the temperature a little bit, throw in a little bit more yellow in there. But that's just me. Yeah, I'm not a huge
Alright.
outdoor guy, so.
All right. Rock on. That's awesome.
And,
So
and not his
whatever-
fault, but Hot Toys, please make hands that hold the weapons.
Yes.
Right?
Like, what are you
And
doing,
feet
Hot
that stay
Toys?
on, man. Jesus, those feet on those clone troopers don't like to stay on at all. Once you've put them in a pose where you kind of really stress that, like a wider stance where you gotta do that. Next thing I know, the feet are always falling off these guys. It's infuriating.
And like for the
So,
Gatling
dude.
gun, like there's no hands for the Gatling gun.
Oh,
So it's
no,
like,
no, there's
what
not.
are you doing?
No.
There's no hands for the Gatling gun whatsoever.
Yeah, like,
but
what
they
are you
gave you
doing?
one. So but you gotta go take the Terminator's hands or something. Something.
Yeah.
The Coruscant Guard actually has one that works.
And it's like you have the mold for it. What are you doing, guys?
Right.
It's a subtle
Yep.
way to get you to buy more figures.
That's true.
So,
it's probably done on purpose. That's true.
Yeah, I dig this shot. I think you guys are onto something though with the cropping in a little bit closer, and that way it's this straight up and down standing for the particular light that you're in doesn't quite work. It looks kind of like a toy taking a picture of outdoors. It doesn't. You've got a nice broad light that's just lit up everything, but you're not creating any kind of mystery. So it's more like it's almost more like a product photography in a sense than actual dramatic of any kind. Now that could be what you're going for, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to knock it, but I am pointing out that if that's not what you're going for, you may want to play with some shadows a little bit more and some harder lights and stuff. So in this case, the way that it looks like is you don't have any extra light. You're using outdoor light and maybe a bounce card just to keep. Or
Yeah.
no, what's the non-bounce one? The one that kind of sucks up light. What's that called?
Blanking out on that at the moment.
Yeah, the black
but
card.
basically
one.
just a black card. Yeah.
Yeah, you're using that to kind of deaden the light, so there's no any hard light anywhere. So if you're doing that, really what you need to do then is add a harsher light source so you can just have a direction of light. Because right now I know it might be overcast for this shot, or you're in the shade and there's no directional light, but you want to add some. You want to add a little bit of life to the scene, because right now, as he was saying that it's got a little bit too much tint in there, to the bluish, that cooler tint. Or temperature, I mean. But you could have fixed that also with just like a Lume Cube or some other off-brand, whatever, blow up light. It's just to give a harsher light on one side to let you know that's where the sun's coming from, or something. Or maybe there's a door off to the side or something that's opening, a hatch or something. Just something to, maybe an explosion off to the side. Just something to give you a little bit of direction of life in this scene. Because right now it's just kind of there. And it needs a little bit of life.
And most of the time, like when I do my shots outside, like I'll actually have the figure probably completely out of any light, and then I'll use my reflector to take any sunlight and reflect that off of basically the direction of, if the light's behind him, I'll have it coming off the left-hand side if that's where the sun is.
Yeah.
And that kind of makes that more dramatic, like lighting that way too. That's like another option. Just and you can have even a piece of aluminum foil wrapped. I mean, I've used that before, just wrapped around on a piece of cardboard and just reflect that light on one side of the figure too.
I find in most cases though, foil is a little too harsh. I like the white cards, but if you take what you get, take what you can get. But I always just keep a little bit of white poster board around. That tends to work out best. But even if you start using like pieces of cardboard, though. This will reflect light, but you also got to realize this is going to reflect a color.
It's gonna
So this is
it's
going to
gonna
reflect
some
like
yellow
this
on there.
brownish tone,
Yeah.
which you may want, but then again, you may not. So, in a pinch, you can use this, but remember, this is going to introduce color into your scene that you may or may not want.
But even the dollar store and dollar sheets of foam board, and just cut it
Or
up
just
into
a
little
piece of
pieces
poster board,
and
craft store, or a piece
yeah.
of paper.
Yeah.
Just something
Mhm.
something's got that color you want to bounce. But the focals and stuff are all good. But yeah, I would crop in, maybe not go for that full shot, and crop in more like just kind of up into this area, and play with that light and get you that harshness. Nomad figures, what's up, man?
Nomad.
Hey, how's it going?
Nomad's awesome. And right now I'm getting all blurry again. I don't know what is with my connection today. I apologize, guys.
But I think I took that cropping thing to heart too. That was something that Trevor had said to me. So a lot of it too, because even the transport trooper shot that originally was further back from the camera, and I cropped in a little bit tighter and cut it off more, a little bit closer to the waist, and just kind of focused on the figure and the lighting. So
you want to tell the viewer where to look. You don't want them to assume where you want them to look. You want it to be pretty obvious where you want them to look.
Yeah, don't be afraid to crop your shots. Don't be afraid to.
Yeah. Harry's got me doing widescreen crops all the time now, letterboxes, and that would work really well here too, man. Do a letterbox across the,
Yep. Just throw in a letterbox. It looks good.
Yeah, put it in a letterbox.
I feel bad. The last couple that I did aren't letterbox because I had been shooting pretty much everything in a wide shot, but the other ones didn't work out that way. So I was like, oh, Harry's not gonna like this.
Nah, man, he's got me using the letterbox, man. Sci-fi versus toy photography.
Hey, sci-fi verse. Yeah, this shot is awesome. I love this shot.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Which figure is that?
I'm going to start out real quick. This is the Hicks and Vasquez, the NECA ones. Or not Hicks, Hudson.
Hudson, yeah.
On this shot, I would introduce some light coming from camera right here, kind of to their right also. And put a rim light here. If you want to keep these sides dark like this, I would have put a rim light.
It's interesting because it's kind of got like a Sin City kind of vibe going on here, because you see a lot of black and white, but then you see red and the skin tone that shows up.
Yeah, this is true.
So that's very interesting.
Very monochromatic almost.
Yeah.
The skin tone's there, and she's got the red. Yeah, but. As far as lighting, though, I would have thrown in something to give you rim light here and call it a day. Kind of silhouette them, because you got this. Apparently, it could be a light source back here coming through the trees or whatever, and just lit them up a little bit more on this side, on the camera right side. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but you do
But
get some rim light on the left.
You got a cat.
So I'm pretty. Hey, Fluffy.
You got a Bowser.
Fluff.
I taught a putty cat. I did taught a putty cat.
He lives up to his name. He's just right out of the video game, just smashing stuff. That's his attitude.
Get a letterbox this bad boy too, man.
Yeah, I love the shot though. Honestly, yeah, it's great.
It's got the potential. It's definitely got the potential. What did we do?
Oh, you got two different focal.
Oh, on each figure.
Oh yeah. He focused one on. That one's on Vasquez. The first one's on him.
And I just love the way it's bokeh out in the distance. I just like that with that little light kind of like creeping through there.
Yeah. Like I said, I would have put a little rim light again, just a little rim light. Kissing the side of their faces. Man.
Did he like do some sort of edit on like the joints? Because he doesn't look like he's got any joints on his arm.
Hudson doesn't look like he's got joints, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Vasquez does.
Yeah.
Very possible. I can't zoom in though. It's Instagram. Instagram sucks.
It does.
But not a bad shot. Like I said, overall it's a little dark, and I think that rim light would help solve that and just bring it into the scene. Just let this be your light source over here, at least thematically. But add your own, of course, to lighten these up from that side. So
yeah, I like
that's my story. I'm sticking with it. What's that?
Game over, man. It's game over.
Here we got Nomad figures, man. This is cool, man. And he just popped in here too. That's awesome, man. He's shooting an aperture f/22, man. That's some huge depth of field there.
Yeah.
ISO is 320, so he's pumped up the ISO a little bit. His Geez, man, his white balance is 5600. His shutter speed's 1/50,
Mm-hmm.
and he's shooting who knows what 12 millimeter, I guess. I don't know, 18 to 55, and then he says 12 millimeter.
Yeah.
How you shooting 12 though if you don't go 18 to 55?
Interesting.
Though?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Macro tube millimeter.
I don't know, man.
Hmm.
But he's got several. Oh, he's got a little BTS
got some
here.
BTS
No,
here, okay.
no. It's just hey, look at me. I'm cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool.
Explosion.
So what do you think, guys? What you think?
It's is this like a custom mask for him?
I don't know, man. Exhibit
Because,
A, Broken Tusk, figure NECA official Broken Tusk Predator. Is what it says.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this Predator before. It almost looks like it's got like a Flash themed mask.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Nomad says he used a macro extension lens.
Oh, okay.
So there's your excuse there.
But yeah, it's like with the aperture set the way that it is, like everything's in focus and.
Yeah, was there a reason, Nomad, since we got you here, why you wanted everything in focus like that hyper focus? Because F-22 is pretty harsh for a small figure like that, like a NECA. That's
really got to
of
bump
course
up that
you're using a
ISO.
macro lens, so maybe it's not. I don't know. Or macro extension. I don't know. I've never used one of those.
Yeah, me neither.
Mm-mm.
So while we're waiting on that,
Lighting is good though.
yeah, the lighting on the helmet
Mhm.
specifically, I like that a lot.
Yeah, evenly lit on both sides.
You know, like that glow on the top of the helmet, that shine.
Yeah.
But it's
Let's
not
get
too
that
harsh.
soul glow, man.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Let your soul glow.
But yeah, it gives
I
it a
can't
nice
even-
shine, but still nothing's like blown out. And
Yeah, not blown out. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so macro.
Very
so
cool.
yeah, so it acts like a macro lens basically. So it's going to blur out, and so he needs to hit the hyper f stop just to aperture just to keep anything getting blown out, even that small. Wow, that's crazy.
Very interesting.
It is actually because I mean, again, I'm using a different lens, but we're going to pan over to one of mine that's using my 100 millimeter real quick. I don't know why I'm going over that way. I can just go this way. Yeah, this is a hot toy using my 100 millimeter lens, and I'm at f5.6.
Yeah.
And I'm able to get the face in focus. I don't know. It's a little dark just because of my lighting, but that's the little behind the scenes snippet. I did a whole BTS though for it, but that's a snippet. But yeah, I was able to get the important stuff in focus. It starts to fall off though a little bit back here, but 5.6, I'm still able to get. None of this is too blown out, is my point at 5.6. So I'm not sure what that extension does, to be honest with you. Plus, you're using a little bit of a different lens. This is my 100 mil, and that's at 8.0. And right after the head is where I start losing it to the distance. All right. So he says you have to bring the f-stop close to the top. He says we'll have a video of it soon. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to know what you're talking about there because I want to learn more things.
Yeah, because even I'm not aware of any of that, so that'd be cool.
This is again the 100 millimeter and using f8. So this is a 6 scale figure, so he's pretty big. Maybe we'll get the primary stuff in focus and everything else falls off, I think, accordingly. I don't know if I use any more 100 mils I did back here and stuff. But all right. Moving on. We got this one here. This is badass. Quainar here, man.
Again, nice.
We just got to teach you how to make some lightsaber effects because that's all this needs, really. This is Maul.
Yeah.
I love the staff slide.
Yeah, you got the red from the lightsaber shining down too, so that's perfect. Yeah, if you just have the lightsaber effects in there, I think it will really sell that. Yeah.
What you got, Harold? What you got?
Yeah, and that's one thing too. I don't think I've ever attempted the swinging blades like that, so I definitely would be curious recreating that. So
I'd be curious on actually, Harry, if you can at some point perhaps do some kind of. I know today's probably not the best day because you're on your laptop, but if you can go into After Effects and show us how to get that motion,
The swinging, yeah, I think I can do that. Yeah,
you can work
I
that
do
out
know
in
a-
like a little
yeah,
reel.
I do know a
play.
trick. Yeah, you have to play with some keyframing a little bit to get that. But yeah, I can
Even
totally
for
do
a
that.
stationary effect, like we want to use it for.
Yeah, because if you want to get
frame.
that really correct motion, you have to use some keyframing for sure.
Yeah. I would love to know how to do that because right now when I'm doing lightsaber, I don't do the motion blur ones
Yeah.
because I can never make them look right. Once I've added the Photoshop or After Effects, I'm not like was it Biojex Photo that did a really nice sweeping? Maybe it was Eye of Yatu. I don't remember. One of them did like a really nice sweeping lightsaber effect. In fact, let me
Yeah, I can play around with it and see if it works.
it was an Ahsoka shot, I think, where they did the. It might have been. I think it was Eye of Yatu.
I want to. Yeah.
Now that I'm over here, but let's go scroll through here. They're not signed up for this today, so we're not going to go over anything else. But we're looking for that lightsaber little effect that one of these two used. God, that stuff is
I'm
beautiful.
not seeing any Star Wars here though, but yeah.
Yeah, let me try Eye of Yatu. At least today, when I type the name in, it works. Because yesterday it didn't work at all.
I like that Loki shot, that first one.
There it is.
Cool.
There it is. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
really
nice. And this is
stylized.
another effect I need to work on because I can't get this to look right at all. I don't know how to do that. Get those colors like that. You know, like the lightsaber burnt. Whatever. Nomad Figure says mask and motion blur.
That could work too. Yeah.
But I want to know how Harry does it. That's all.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot to see if it works.
Yeah, but so if you guys want to go over to this Predator one, since I'm here and I think we're out of everybody else, here's the BTS of the Predator. Again, this is before I put the module cases in, so we did that a little bit. And of course, we saw that, and I got him hunched over because I wanted the shoulders kind of showing like he was, you know, kind of like looking forward and doing the big mouth open instead of standing straight up and down. And so even though I'm cutting him off, you know, by this point, you know, we're not even getting to the very bottom of the jaw, really. You know, it's cropped in so tight, but he's got that hunched over, so his shoulders show that, you know, which is what I was going for. It's all I wanted. So in order to get that, though, with this figure, you kind of have to bend the whole figure forward and then hope his head doesn't pop off as you try to get him to look up, because the neck peg is just with the little piece that they put around their necks, a little choker. It's hard, man. It's hard to get that. His head kept on wanting to pop off. Then I was using this. I pulled the tissue paper off, and I was using this more of like a grid because I don't have a grid. So I was just trying to, you know, reduce that light a bit. So I don't know if that was really clear when you watch this video. But that's, you know, me not holding the grid because I need my hands to shoot this stuff.
Yeah.
Time lapse, obviously. Just trying to grid different angles. But yeah, that's, you know, turn that off, and I left my filter on, so the colors are all bad here.
Man, I need to shoot more with my Predators. I don't ever shoot anything with my Predator.
Dude, you said you got a tracker Predator, right?
I got a tracker, yeah. So
dude, the tracker is beautiful, man.
It is. I love it. It's that's the reason why I bought it, because I'm like, this is probably the best design. Or
this is something Harold just sent me, man.
Harold,
I know you dropped this last week, I think, right? I think I saw it.
Yeah, it was something. Yeah, it was something that I didn't end up like posting because I wasn't like super happy with like the lighting on the figures themselves. Because at least the ones in the foreground are a little washed out and a little bright. But yeah, I was just messing around with some fireworks, and I haven't done that in a long time.
That's practical, huh?
So yeah, that I had put a layer in the front with like basically like sparks, like a sticker, just to give it a little bit more depth to it. But
okay,
yeah. like I said, it was literally the first one that I've probably taken in over a year with fireworks. So it was
That's
nothing that
awesome.
I think I shared it in some of the Facebook groups, but
Mm.
that was about it. But yeah, I just wanted to share that now.
That's very cool. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do this with with all your hot toys.
No.
Yeah.
No. Don't ever do this with hot toys unless you have
Unless
just
you,
money to
yeah,
throw away.
yeah.
Because that's just crazy. That'd be crazy. So I don't do this with my hot toys. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I think the thing that stands out with this picture, though, as far as why I wouldn't like it, just this stance right here. This I just keep focusing on this man's crotch. I don't know why.
A little muffled.
He has to stand being a little
There
Black
you go.
Series figure as opposed to a hot toy, I guess. I don't know. And usually I don't get fixated on crotches like that.
That's
Not
a
usually.
lie. That's a lie.
So, well, yeah. Other than that, I like it. I like it, man. But this
Yeah, I
guy's
actually
crotch
don't.
is not a game.
Yeah, I actually don't think they're too washed out. I think they're actually perfectly lit. From the front, the one in the
No,
foreground.
I think your lighting is pretty good.
Yeah, and it's kind of a hard balance because I like to take those a little bit later in the day, obviously, so your fireworks don't get washed out by the sun. So
Mhm.
it's to be able to, even with the panel lights, it takes a lot of light to get those, just right and get enough on them, yet still catch that.
That's because your
That
shutter's got to be
explosion.
really, really fast to keep up with the explosion too, to get
Right,
the
right.
sculpture you want instead of just a mess of white light in the picture. So that's why you need all that extra light in your shot. Really,
Yeah.
It's nice though. I like it.
Yeah,
Except
I like
for his
it.
crotch.
Yeah.
Stop looking at his crotch. What else did I have here? I wanted to. It was this is a repost.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, there's my classic suit Spider-Man, guys. You guys keep asking me if I have it, like you haven't seen this cool BTS, man. Or show you guys how to make web. This is how you make web. You want web? This is how you get web. You want ants? This is not how you get ants. Little Archer reference, but I showed this last week.
Yeah.
Use the glue though, because the plastic wrap will just wrap around this metal pole and kind of start coming off. So I glue it down. And just, yeah. There you go. And now I can use that web for everything. I used it for Miles just the other day, and I can pose it, make it how I want. And I could have tied it off, I guess, around Ed 209, but why? I could just brush it out. So yeah. I think it's the first one I did the time lapse for me trying to take the picture.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then I just realized that I can time lapse with my phone, so I don't even have to hook up my other camera anymore to get time lapse, which is awesome. So, yeah.
Cool. Did we go through everything? Maybe one
So
more.
he's got questions. Bueller. I think I figured out why I'm keep getting crappy footage from me though. Is because
Oh, you're updating.
my
Oh, you're
PS5.
transferring. Yeah, you're transferring the data.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
transferring all that stuff over my network,
That's
and
right, that's
also
right, that's
downloading
right.
Horizon Forbidden West, and so it's just
That-
probably
that-
going.
that-
You want to
does
stream too? You're on
That does
Comcast,
explain
buddy.
it.
You only get but so much from us. That's all we're saying. So yeah. If I'm looking blurry, I apologize, but yeah, guys. You see, I changed out the poster for. I put Miles because I got my Miles figure right, so I want to.
Yeah, no more
yeah.
Ecto 1 there.
What's that?
It used to be an Ecto 1 there, right? This poster.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that'll come back when I get my Ecto 1 figure or my Ecto 1. I'll put that back there, but right now, Miles and Miles, because Miles is my figure of the year, bar none.
Yeah, he's
Even
great.
better than this transport trooper. This guy, he feels like a doll. Actually,
Hey.
I didn't put all my stuff on. He's got pleather boots. Ooh.
Oh yeah, you got to get that.
Shite. Shiza. What is this thing on his foot, man?
Yeah, I'm bad about treating like my stuff too, but I always at least wipe down the boots. So with the whatchamacallit? I have it laying around here anyway, but with
All right,
the
so you
leather
gotta
treatment.
take this crap off the boots. So I'm gonna show you guys again what I do here. So I only treated his holster. I didn't even notice his boots had pleather. So Pull his boots off because he's got these stupid protectors on his boots here. The only way
And
to
I
get
will
those out
say,
of the way.
and I will say with that too is just be careful if anybody has that. Is that if you articulate the foot in any way, that like the very bottom of that shin guard will poke right into the top of the boot.
Yeah. What are you talking
'Cause it
about?
actually, exactly. What's it all about?
Hold on. You distract them for a minute.
But I was gonna say I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can kind of see
Yeah, you can kind of see that.
how sharp of an edge that is. That if you try to push that up, it definitely would over time probably wear like a nice line in that pleather.
Yeah.
So I would avoid that at all costs.
Such a beautiful figure, though.
Yeah, and I have the Mud Trooper, and I have it posed next to that right now on my display with my other solo figure. So yeah, it's great.
All right. This is what we're talking about.
Talking about
a boot. Paintbrush again. Paintbrush. And we're going to use my tweezers this time to hold this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the tweezers up in there because they're curved. Boom. Look at that. Much easier than get my hands all over it. And then when I want it to dry, I'll put it on the steak. On the steak. It's on the steak. So, again, we're using the acrylic finish. The Angelus matte acrylic finisher. This is for leather products, so it works really well on leather. And put a nice hefty dose. Just start going all along there. And I'm wearing bifocals, so that's why you see me looking like your grandfather looking at this stuff right now. I gotta do this whole I'm better than you look. So I apologize. Thank you, Nomad. I just got this in the mail, dude. Cool story about this shirt, man. So I've always wanted an alternative tentacle shirt, back in the day, but I never got around to it because I was never had any money, and I still don't. But I worked it out.
Story
at least
of my
for
life.
So, so I went and saw Dead Kennedys, I guess, for my birthday, even though it wasn't much of a birthday present because Jello wasn't there. And if you know Dead Kennedys, you know Jello is the lead singer and pretty much the man behind the legend of the Dead Kennedys, in my opinion. And when I bought the tickets, I didn't realize it. And then right after I bought it, I was like, shoot, he's not even in the band anymore. So we're going to have Joe Bob, somebody singing. And that was pathetic. It was horrible. And so I found out afterwards that Jello gets supported by these shirts because he doesn't get any of the cut of the Dead Kennedys merchandise and stuff anymore. So I was like, wow, now's the time to get an alternative tentacle shirt. And so I did. Cool. Like I said, cool story, right? Right. All right. So these boots are pretty easy to paint. Although I think I put this too far in here because it doesn't want to let go. Ooh. I grabbed something. That was not cool. Boom. There's a boot. What are you talking about?
Talking about.
I love that, man. I want to be Canadian just so I can say that. Like without being funny, Yeah, I knew he was long gone. Like I know the band really had a problem there in the late 80s, early 90s when Tipper Gore got all mad about Frankenchrist and the H.R. Geiger artwork in that album. For those who didn't know, they used one of H.R. Geiger's paintings to go with the Frankenchrist album. And Tipper Gore got, this is before she was the first lady of the vice president or whatever, whatever that term is for the first lady person of the vice president. But she had this whole crusade, and it was the whole reason why we had the explicit lyrics crap go on all these records. And but she was on Oprah Winfrey with Jello Biafra, the singer for the Dead Kennedys, and she was all can't say dirty words, whatever. I don't know. It was just horrendously bad. But around that time, they basically caused the band to break up, from what I understand.
Wow.
Because I think East Bay Ray, which is the guitarist, didn't like that artwork to begin with, and because it caused so much flack, it drove a wedge. But I thought when I bought the tickets for the show that maybe they had reconciled and whatnot. But apparently, Dead Kennedys had this really big hit song called "Too Drunk To." I'm trying to gesture just because I don't want to say the word. Starts with an F, ends with an uck. Looks like duck, but starts with an F. That kind of thing.
It's what your phone autocorrects it to. Yeah. Duck.
Too drunk to duck.
Duck.
So anyway, they had this song, and it was basically a allegorical on frat parties and all that kind of stuff and that kind of thing. But the continuated people of the band, not Jello, but all those guys, East Bay Ray and everybody, they decided to sell that song to some, I think, Quentin Tarantino movie. I don't even know which one it is. And it got used in the scene where they were raping some girl. And Jello was not happy about that. So, and he tried to sue them over it, and I think he lost.
Understandable.
Yeah, that was like the nail in the coffin, as far as I know. And that's why I didn't get to see Jello, and I was very sad. I wanted to see Jello, because Jello would be a lot cooler than that drunk guy they had singing. That changed the lyrics for MTV Get Off the Air to MP3 something or another, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Sorry, guys, if you guys want toy photography, we're on a real big tangent right now. Are you kidding me? Do I need to be spoon-fed the message of MTV Get Off the Air because we're no longer in the age of MTV? Do I need you to update this song? No, I understand the meaning of it. I don't need you to go MP3, whatever the heck. I just tuned out because I was horrified. Whatever the MP3, and he was talking about Tesla, whatever his name is.
Elon.
The actual the Tesla now, not the old one. Tesla Motors guy, that guy. But he was, throwing his name under it, and you're just trying to talking out his butt about all this stuff, and then he goes MP3 Get Off there, and I was like, dude,
MP3 Get Off the internet.
Stop breaking my songs. If you want,
Makes no sense.
What Dead Kennedys did, like they had a song. We're on a big tangent now. I'm sorry, we're going down this rabbit hole. What they did in the early 80s, before Ronald Reagan, they had a song called California Uber Alles. And this song was centered around Jerry Brown, who was somebody who was, I think governor, I don't know much about that, but I think governor of California for a while. And his talks of being president, well, obviously that didn't pan out. Ronald Reagan became president a couple years later. So instead of updating that song, much like what they did here when I went and saw them live, they changed California Uber Alles as well. I tuned it out. In fact, I left at that point. I was like, I'm done. This is not what I said. But instead of changing that song, they did another song with the same chorus, California Uber Alles, we all like, but it was called We Got a Bigger Problem Now. And it starts off with I'm Emperor Ronald Reagan, and then yada, yada, yada. So that's how Jello addressed it. He didn't just take a song that we all loved and bastardize it, and force fed this message through it, like we need to be updated. Like hold my hand because I can't follow the train of thought, like to make this pertinent to today. It just, I don't know. It was so frustrating. I was so mad. I was like, my buzz was gone. I was just not happy. So I did buy some shirts though because they had the Dead Kennedys logo, and then I thought about it and I thought I'd support Jello and get the alternative tentacle shirt because it's a cool shirt. See? It's cool. It's like Batman, but not. So he's got a cross with a dollar sign there, and he's holding a missile there, broken missile. He's cool. So Harry, your homework is to go check out some Dead Kennedys. So that's your homework for this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little bit before my time, I think.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s, but
yep.
That was my time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. One of their best overall records, in my opinion, is probably "Give Me Convenience" or "Give Me Death," though. So this is a good starting point. It's got a lot of the big hits on it. But MTV Get Off the Air is on. Is it Frankencrest or Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables? Nomad, do you know? Can you answer that? I don't remember. I could look it up, but I can't remember. Sorry. They did a good job weathering these, though. They got little dirt speckles and stuff on these. It's pretty cool. But we're just letting this stuff dry. We put our coat of acrylic. I've lost it. Acrylic finisher.
Yeah, the weathering on those is probably some of the best I would say that they've done on the boots, because a lot of them like tend to be too clean.
Yeah.
But that definitely fits. I'm not even sure I think it actually has better weathering than the Mud Trooper.
Yeah, these actually look muddy, right?
No, they might be the same.
Also, guys, if you have display cases like module cases and you have yourself staticky problems like hair of all kinds and everything wants to stick to your cases, Mario, aka El Profesoro, turned me onto these for taking care of these cases. Because the moment I put those doors up and the windows on, man, everything flocked to it. It's like a flock of lint I didn't know existed, just all over those windows. And this stuff, it not only does it help knock it off there, but it helps keep it off there. Like when I went to go clean it, I felt the static pull the hair of my arms towards the glass. Like before I wiped anything on it. And by the time I got done wiping it, I didn't feel it anymore. Like I didn't feel like that static pull. There was no more. We must have all the hair on us.
But yeah, that's like perfect reuse because it is exactly the same boot.
Oh, it's exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Speaking of which, we're going to try to put these back together now.
So yeah.
I hope it doesn't matter which instep guard here matters here. Are they both exactly the same? If they are, then we're good. Yeah. Weathering's a little different, but overall they're the same.
And we had so many different variants of figures come out in the past that it's like the Mud Trooper, and again, I've already said it's like I love the Solo movie, but I wish they had done the other troopers that they had, I think, teased in with the Mud Trooper, because they had different pouches, like ammo belts and stuff like that, and the promotional material for them. So you never know with Andor. There's potential with that series too.
Exactly.
With a lot of troopers. So
yep. That's frightening. When you go to put this back on, you actually need to crumple your boot. You have to crumple the boot to get it to fit back in there. I'll show you again here. So here's the instep guard here. And you're going to take this nice, beautiful boot and you're going to go crunch. And you're going to go fold and make it small. And then you're going to feed it through here. And every fiber of my being is going, this is pleather. Don't treat pleather like this. But that's the only way it's going to work. So we got, and now it's the boot. Das Boot is das good. Das good boot. Not U571. Das Boot. I lost you guys on that one too. I'm way too old.
I'm just letting you do your thing.
I gotta remember what foot goes where. That was the sad thing when I first got my miles and was like, yeah, I'm gonna put his kicks on. I put them on the wrong feet. I was like, no, because I didn't want to put any more wear and tear on his feet. I was like, no, I'm gonna take it off.
It's like the 40th anniversary Darth Vader with the gloves. They're so deep, like the hand pegs are so far inside because the gloves come up all the way up his forearms, and I don't even think I have his gloves actually pegged, his hands actually pegged in. They're just on there so they don't fall off because it's impossible to get them to peg.
Well, I'm running into a problem right now getting his foot back onto the peg
on camera. Nice.
Boot. This is not fun. This is not fun
That's
at all.
what Harry said earlier. It doesn't always go the way it's supposed to.
Oh, what did I say earlier?
No, he said he had a hard time getting it pegged back in. So I said, like you said earlier, it's like that's live unboxings.
Yep.
I got one in. I got one. Just gotta be very conscientious to make sure that peg is facing straight down. You want to grab it by the foot. There we go. That one went in a lot easier. Wait for that.
Oh yeah, see, Docinator saying that too. That those wrist pegs are no joke on that 40th anniversary of Vader, but it's just the design of the figure. Yeah. I'm sure everyone is the same.
when I get a Vader and I go to put this stuff on the Vader, I probably will just leave his wrist pegs and stuff on. I just leave it on.
Yep.
Yeah, I doubt they'll
not-
probably change that much with the new version that's
Vader's
probably
all
going
been
to come out.
covered in pleather, man. This is one of the reasons I haven't chased down a Vader. But they came out with the Obi-Wan one, who's got the scar. I mean, I know it's the wrong side for Ahsoka, but that's what I want. You know, the Rebel one.
Yeah.
Let's see, Michigan Jedi. I have heard many say that that about the 40th Vader. Mine goes on really easily. You gotta be that
Well, I
special.
wish you lived closer because I need your help.
Man, right?
I hope you live closer because I need your Vader.
I know, right?
Why do you hate me so? You can't really get on my. You just. I can't have a bad day today.
Yeah.
For 2 years.
Big haul.
And I inadvertently bought a third controller. I was so excited. And I got the bundle because GameStop makes you get the bundle. And so I got a controller with it, right? And I forgot that there was one in the box. I was like, I'm gonna need 2 controllers.
You have 3. Yeah.
So I got 3 controllers. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. Now it's a good time. Good time to pick up that PS5 and some PC parts if anybody's looking into that.
If anybody in the US wants the Call of Duty that came with this bundle, I will send it to you. Just pay the shipping and I will send it to you. I don't play that garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, yeah.
I just don't play first-person shooters. I get nauseous playing them. I don't like playing them.
As far as the Call of Duty goes, yeah, I used to enjoy them quite a bit when they had a pretty good campaign mode, but not so much anymore.
Yeah, I can tolerate it like Horizon. I like Horizon. It's got some, it's more third person, I guess, but it's got some of that shooting stuff. I can do that. But that first person just, twitchy behavior, that just makes my stomach go, all right. Seasickness? Well, you're not on the boat right now, but that's what you got. So
probably wouldn't like VR too much.
It didn't used to bother me, man. It didn't. When I was younger, I would play Quake and Doom on my PC all the time and be flipping all over the place. But the moment they put them on the console, like any first-person shooter, like I remember watching my kid play Halo. That was one of the earlier console ones, the first Halo. And I'm like, this motion is making me nauseous.
Really?
But I could sit there and play on my computer, play Quake, with the anti-gravity thing going on and everything, just hopping all over the place. I could do that. It was something about on the console. I can't do it. Let's see, 808. Only problem I currently have is my Clone Wars Anakin arm gauntlet.
Yes, everybody I think has that.
I just glued that thing together. Yeah.
Oh, that split gauntlet?
Yeah,
where it doesn't snap.
It's for a reason.
Yeah, but I've never
No, but I have the light side Anakin, and it actually clips together and stays together. It doesn't. It's not supposed to pop apart. Yeah.
Yeah, and I never use the light up arm anyway, so it's like I'm just gonna glue that thing together.
Yeah, true.
Stocknader, congrats on the PS5. I'll have one these days. Too many killer games coming out soon. Yeah, I got God of War Jotnir edition pre-ordered, locked down. I don't know if Lane ended up getting his. But I messaged Lane because he was saying he missed out on the pre-order for that. I think he was just trying to go on their website.
Is that Ragnarok or is that immediately a different game?
Huh?
Is that Ragnarok or is that a different game?
Yeah, for God of War Ragnarok, the
Jotnir
edition, which is like the Uber collector's edition.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I mean,
it's sold out like this, like on the online and stuff, right? But if you followed Reddit, you would find out that the stores have their own pre-orders that aren't tied into the online. So if you get there at opening, you were able to get it. And I got there, right as they open, no line at all. And I was just Jotnir edition pre-ordered. And I also pre-ordered a regular edition, so I had a disc. Because for some reason, they don't include the disc anymore.
Yeah, is the one you got? Is that the disc version or is that the digital version of the PS5?
This is a disc. Yeah, disc.
Oh, disc version. Okay.
Yeah, the white box is disc. Black box.
Okay.
And I hate to cut you guys off, but I have to take off and get my daughter from work.
For sure.
I'm gonna go head out. I know it's getting, it's 8:00 anyway. So, but man, thanks for having me on, and just everybody that's still out there, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the Maz's Toy Box group.
Yes.
And yes, And yeah, and if you're a member, make sure you vote. Make sure you
Yes.
vote. So
Gotta get those.
Yeah,
Gotta
because
get
people
those
want
backgrounds.
particular wallpapers, and you have to help
Yep.
them get that.
Mhm.
yep.
You have to cast your vote
So,
for
yeah.
that wallpaper.
But yeah, thank you. Sorry you got to run, but just
Alright.
take it easy, and
Oh, no worries.
we'll be talking through the week.
Awesome.
All right, man.
Thanks for
Take it
stopping
easy,
by,
Harold.
Commander.
We'll see you then.
See you, Commander.
Later, Maz. Later, Harry.
Hey, man, have a good night. So this is a part of the show where I think we're just going to talk about toys, unless you got to run, Harry. You want to talk about toys?
I can stay for
Wait,
a little
he
bit longer.
turned his
Yeah.
camera off, but he didn't leave.
Yeah, he's still here. Interesting.
Well, that's so weird.
Did he forget to?
Is he here? I don't know if he's spying on us.
Commander. The commander.
The
Hey.
commander's spying on us, man. He's still here. So, dude, I'm getting more and more pissed off about the Sideshow Clone Wars figures, man.
They announced the Cad Bane, and I'm just like, I doubt.
Wait,
this
so
is
that was
gonna
a
turn-
Sideshow Cad Bane announcement that was?
Oh yeah, they
Wait,
announced Cad Bane. So
what? I saw the Cad Bane thing. I thought it was a Hot Toys one. Hold on.
nope.
Let me
That's
go-
the animated version by Sideshow, and it's like
New Cad Bane.
looks great, but you know, is it
Oh,
gonna
I
look
don't
great
want a
when it
video.
comes out? Oh, there you. Yeah, there you
Oh
are.
man, I want him just for the hat.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he looks great, right? I mean, the prototype, but is he gonna look great when he comes out? I honestly
He
don't
does
know.
look great, man. But I've been burned so bad by these Clone Wars figures
Yeah.
right now.
Did you pre-order them or did you get them?
I pre-ordered Anakin
Anakin?
and Obi-Wan.
It's like
Because
straight
they're
up
lit-
false advertising. Like honestly, like it's just.
It says limited edition on the pre-order page, so I pre-ordered them to make sure I was able to get them, you know. And I was hoping, you know, we'd be sorted and not in a big
Yeah.
herd
To
and
me,
way.
it's straight up false advertising. It's like you guys made them look way better than they were gonna be.
And I heard rumors that they've actually pulled the prototype images off the page. Is what I heard. I didn't go look.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, it really does not sit well with me, and I'm sure with a lot of people. Sideshow, that was like the only chance, honestly, for Sideshow to get back into the game, and like they completely screwed it up. It's like, what are you guys?
Yeah,
doing?
this is that Cad Bane figure, man.
Yeah,
he
look at
does
that. It
look
looks
phenomenal,
amazing.
dude.
But is he gonna look
Even his
like
hands
that?
are less clunky than the Hot Toys
Yeah,
one. But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
of course, going up the show, they got to put it, you know, real hands inside those gloves.
Yep.
808. Hold on. Wait, look at the wrist peg of different color for what?
On the Cad Bane.
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, that's what the fail is that?
Come on.
Come on,
All you gotta do
Sideshow.
is
You
paint that
can't paint
blue.
a wrist peg.
Yeah. Oh
Jesus.
god.
Is the other side that bad? Do you see it on the other side too? Oh my god, they're both the same ugly ass
Yeah,
color.
like at
Look
least
at
make
that.
it brown to match the
No, make it
freaking
blue or make it brown.
blue,
Match
or at
the glove. I
least
don't know.
brown. You know. Oh,
What the
gosh.
hell?
Yeah. I mean, he looks great, but is he gonna look like this when he comes out? I honestly don't think so.
I bet you that hat doesn't even come off too.
Yeah.
Which would be the only reason I think would buy it, you know, to get that hat
Yeah.
for my
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. So now it's like, is Ahsoka gonna look good when she comes out?
Oh, Ahsoka
You know,
looks
is
like
is,
ass
is,
now. Her
is
prototype
Yoda
looks
gonna
horrible.
look good when he comes out? I don't know.
I'm keeping my pre-orders right now, but if when I get them in hand and they look like garbage when they're not under their light, I'm gonna expect a full refund and for them to take them back.
Yeah.
I swear to God, or I'm gonna lose my ever living mind because
Yeah. Like Sideshow. Come on.
this is. I mean, other than the wrist pegs, they have the potential to make such a great product here, man. This
It could have been a great line, honestly, but they had to go and I don't
they
even
had to
know
go
what's
and
going on.
sideshow it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, got Toto with him too. Like, I mean, this looks good. It's just
And your little dog too. Why can I zoom this in and see this?
pretty sure they're using the prototype there.
No, Obi-Wan looks like he's not a prototype one. His face looks all janked.
Yeah,
Anakin doesn't look
I
like
can't
that,
really see. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is a soft crap.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, if you repaint them yourself, like getting custom painted, maybe
I can't paint that well. I can't
Yeah.
paint that well. This is so infuriating, though. I mean, just why? And how with a straight face can you give us that shading smile like that?
So tone deaf, I swear.
I think this is a statue, though. I don't think it's an
Is
actual
it?
figure. I mean,
Thought it
they're
was a
going to
figure.
sell it as a figure, but I think it's a statue.
I thought it was a. I mean, it's
There's
got a
no
wrist
change
peg.
of poses the whole time, right? It was all the same pose, right?
It's got a wrist peg though, right? That means it's got to be a 1/6 scale.
Well, it is a 1/6 scale figure, but
Yeah.
I think when you look at the face, though, that paint job looks too much like a statue here in the face.
I mean, it won't look like that when he comes out. I'm
He's gonna
sure
look
of that.
like, I don't know. He's gonna look like the dude presenting it. Man. He's gonna be fugly.
Jeez. But yeah, it's a shame, honestly. I know a lot of people were excited about that line. Not so much anymore.
Dude, I was. That's the line I wanted from my Clone Wars, man.
Yeah, I know a lot of people did. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
didn't want this Anakin. I want him to put my other Anakin on, and now I'm like, ugh.
Yep.
You know.
It's a shame, honestly.
808
I'll
says
stick with Hot Toys.
Yeah.
That's the actual
808 says the
figure
actual
of
figure
Cad
of Cad Bane. Yeah.
So I think it's a
see
figure.
that,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just he just won't.
At least I got this from Harry, man, and I got the rest still printing right now, man.
Cool. Is it still printing? Like, is it how far is it along now?
Oh, it's a
The
10-hour print according to that, and I started it
Oh,
around
goodness.
5. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we got another 7 hours and change.
Yeah, you got a
probably.
while. But yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
when it's all together, it looks good.
Some of the holes got filled by by the little
Resin?
supports that we put in there.
Yep.
But it's okay. Some of the the alcohol and stuff can get out of it, so it was good.
Yeah.
So, there's
I
nothing
hope
in
some of
there
the
now.
details came out okay.
Dude, yes,
Some of the
yes.
lines.
And the great thing is I could print it this way, so I don't have to sand and worry about losing.
Yep.
Parts are printed like this.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
yeah, let's
But-
not crush folks' dreams, man. Let's not.
Yeah. Sorry. It's really a shame.
So the only bit I got to sand on this is this bit here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
here.
It'll be covered up-ish
when you-
anyways.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've done enough printing, but when you go to adhere something like this, you're going to super glue it or whatever, and then you're going to get some resin and put it on a paintbrush and paint that crack.
Oh,
And
yeah,
sand
yeah,
it down like that, so that you don't, you just cure the resin and keep sanding it down, and you'll make it pretty flush, and you won't even see that line if you don't want to. So
yeah.
it's,
Hopefully,
something I learned making
hopefully it
those
turns out okay.
Beskar spears, because I had to build those in 2 parts.
Oh, okay. Too long. Yeah.
But
But yeah, honestly, like I just love the fact that you can just make something out of nothing and then just print it out, and like it's so cool. So cool.
yeah. What's so cool is that Miles, man. How are we gonna get you a Miles? Let's get you a Miles somehow.
Like
Where's the
I
OG
love,
fan? OG fan, can you get Harry and Miles, please? Thank you for the
I
resin.
love
Can
the
you get Harry-
movie. Yeah, I love the movie. It's just I'm not a big fan of that, animated look too much.
Dude,
That's just me personally. I love the movie though. Like probably the best Spider-Man movie ever made, to be honest. So yeah, I love it. It's just it's the same reason why I didn't go for the Sideshow Clone Wars figures too, because I love the show as well, but just the fact that they're animated, it's not really my thing.
Come on, man.
He looks great.
On.
He looks great. He looks good. I'll tell you
Come
that. He looks
on,
good.
He's so awesome.
Yeah, he looks good.
He's so awesome, dude.
Yeah. I just have so many other things that I gotta buy though. So many other figures that I gotta get.
Let me see here. Oh, we're standing off to the side here. Yeah, it's a little small. And I'm all blurry again because my internet connection's poo.
Yeah.
But I don't want to actually touch him with the beard this wet or this tacky. But yeah, look at that. The eagle's a little small. Not too bad though. Not too bad.
Yeah. It could be a little bigger. It could be a little bigger.
Yeah. Dude, this guy is phenomenal. This guy's phenomenal, guys. Phenomenal. Guys, I think we're going to wrap this stream up because, first of all, it's been 2 hours. Second of all, my connection doesn't really want me to be doing this.
Not
So-
today.
We're gonna just skedaddle, I think. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Let me actually go to the joint camera there. I don't know why I'm stealing it, but thank you guys so much for being here
Yeah,
today. Harry, you got anything you want to go over before we go?
No, nothing much really. It's just I have quite a few things coming up, so I might not be able to do toy photography, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I get to work on my reel now and try to get that done within the next couple hours.
Yeah.
Hold on, 808 got something here. If Hot Toys could produce more original or Marvel characters,
Original?
I'd buy certain ones like Cap, Hulk, Submariner, and Thor. I know they
As in,
got
like the classic look.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, they got
I
the
think
Iron
they have
Man.
plans to go down that way because I mean, you got Iron Man that just came out.
Yeah.
They are still teasing for summer, whatever, you know, or whatever. They were teasing Silver Age Marvel. So you know, that was one of the teasers that we saw. It was a hinted teaser. So maybe you'll get your wish, man. Maybe you'll get your wish. I don't know who they're gonna do, but
Yeah. Can't really count on Sideshow, unfortunately.
no.
Great distributor. Not
Yeah, they're great
not
at getting
great.
you your product in a nice, you know,
Yeah.
not necessarily timely, but you know, at least they're good
Yeah.
at supporting the products. But
Yep.
they
Great
are really
customer
bad at
service, but
their own stuff, man.
yeah, gotta step up
sad.
their games.
But anyway, all right. So you got nothing else really coming out. I'm gonna try to get a reel out by around 11 o'clock or so this evening. I gotta go edit it now, which I haven't started on.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna edit that. It's gonna be that Ahsoka shot. We're gonna do the behind the scenes reel for that, and I'm gonna try to add a little something into it to make it a little different. Because it's all about getting those views, man. That's how you grow your Instagram account now is reels. And I hate the game, but you gotta play it. Because there's nothing else out there unless you want to pay a subscription fee. It's like Instagram for your photography. There's nothing else out there. You'll find your audience with reels, reel them in with the reels, and then keep doing your photography. That's what you got to do. Commander Crook, what's going on, man? We were about to take off, dude.
Yeah, a little late to the party.
Don't forget the link. Oh, yes. You wanted the link for Loom Cubes? 808. I don't have an affiliation link, but their Loom Cubes is what I use, buddy. I sent one link that was for the panels. Did you not get that? It was in the chat. Make sure he's good there. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going in the middle of this. Yeah, that's the Loom Cube panels there, 808, and I use those primarily. The cubes themselves, I really only need use for like a harsher light. Like if I need something really harsh, I'll do a snoot or pinpoint. But the cubes I use are the 2.0s, and it's just the cubes. I tried to link it, but the link was too long for the thing for YouTube. It went too long. So just look for if you're on Amazon, just look for Loom Cube 2.0, and that should pull you up with what I have there. Just make sure that it's not showing you some other brand because it does do that. And get the Loom Cube 2.0.
Yeah, make sure to stay away from those blowing up lights.
Yeah. Post it in Nate group. I'm not in. I don't really post anything in Nate's group, but do I? Except for the stream. I got a group too. If you want me to post them in there, Nate, 808, Maz's Toy Box on Facebook. There's a link in the description here. If you want to join that, I'll get you over there with the Facebook group. Okay, I'll get you those links. AO.Z, what's going on, man? We're about to get out of here, guys. We're about to go.
Yeah, you can rewatch the stream.
Yeah, if you have to catch us on the replay, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Harry's got some places to be. I think he said something about some chicks or something. I don't know.
No. I just have an upgrade, a major upgrade to my PC that I got.
Computer upgrade. That's better than women. Computer upgrade.
Yep. I'll agree with that.
You get a good upgraded computer, you can do some weird science, build your own Kelly LeBrock. You don't need.
I can make my own woman.
That's right. With bras on your heads. All right, guys, we're getting out of here. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks for dropping by, everybody.
We will see you next week, guys. Enjoy.